Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you.
Finally, we can get this rolling.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming down.
pleasure.
You are come down often now, pa?
Yeah, lately, almost every month I come here.
Okay. Okay. Because of the work and
Yeah, the extracurricular
your
work.
side projects,
Side
which
project.
are yet to be announced. Okay, good. I'm not going to
Yeah.
get into that. Not going to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into that. Okay, okay. So, just a disclaimer. Audacious Major slash Vijay, as I know him. Vijay and I go way back. We are actually college mates. So when I did my MBA from Hindustan, way back in
2006.
2006, right? Yeah, way back in 2006. Vijay had joined there for engineering. And we were both in the junior of the first year's hostel.
Yeah.
And that's how we met, and like his entire crew and my entire crew. We were like the seniors who are not directly their seniors,
Yeah.
but so we all used to hang out, and it was a really good time, and that's how I met him. And
Yeah, I
then
remember you, the guy with the tattoo. You had a different tattoo then, right?
yes, yes, yes. So I had I call that tattoo young and stupid.
Got it covered.
Yeah, I got that covered up with another tattoo, which is
Yeah.
even more like old and stupid. So it's like an armored design right now.
Yeah.
So I got that as a cover up. So yeah, man, welcome to the show. How's it going?
All good, all good.
Busy?
Not quite. I work from home,
Okay.
so I generally find time.
Okay. You're based in Bangalore, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, okay. And you're currently working with
Xerox.
Xerox. Okay. So after engineering, to the whole story, you have to tell. Like army, how did that pan out? It's
Yeah.
so like how did that go about?
I get a lot of flack for this story. Even I got a lot of flack from my senior officers as well.
Okay.
So after engineering, I went to UK. All right,
Okay.
I went to Glasgow. I did my master's in marine engineering. Then I started working with Shell. But somehow it didn't work for me. So
Okay.
I faced racism. Okay, yeah. I
In
wasn't.
UK.
Yes, in UK.
Okay.
And see, we go to a place, we feel we should be accepted for who we are. That wasn't happening. And I won't blame them. Partly it's because of us.
What sort of racism did you face? Like from your
It's like
peers,
they
from your
look.
superiors, or like?
I would say peers
Okay.
and superior. I don't want to dwell deep into that.
Okay.
But
These are people you were working with.
yes.
Okay.
So it was like I wouldn't blame them because that's the kind of aura that we I would say Indians, Pakistanis and Bangladeshis we give our aura that way, right? That we do anything. So that wasn't working well for me.
Okay.
So that was a time, the YouTube and all things were coming up. I'm talking about 2011,
Okay.
10, 11, yeah. So I was on YouTube one day and I was going through depression. Depression as in I was not enjoying everything what I was doing. It's probably sitting at home most of the time.
This was in Glasgow, or you had come back?
Yeah, this was in Glasgow.
Okay.
This was in Glasgow. Sauchiehall Street.
Okay.
I still remember that place.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was watching YouTube and all. So I bumped into a video of Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey. Okay. He's the Kargil war hero.
Great.
സോ അതുവരെ ആർമിയെ പറ്റിയൊന്നും അറിയില്ല. ഇന്ത്യൻ ആർമി ഇന്ത്യൻ ആർമി നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ കാണും ആർമി എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുമ്പോൾ ഭയങ്കര ഹാപ്പിനെസ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ദാറ്റ്സ് ഇറ്റ്. ഐ ഡിഡ്ന്റ് നോ എനിത്തിങ് അബൌട്ട് ആർമി. ഇത് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ ആൻഡ് പീപ്പിൾ ആർ ടോക്കിംഗ് അബൌട്ട് ഹിം ആൻഡ് ദെൻ ദർ വാസ് എ പ്രോമിനന്റ് വീഡിയോ ഓഫ് ക്യാപ്റ്റൻ ദീപാങ്കർ ബറുവ.
Okay.
I still remember that video because that was about a para probation, special forces.
This was like an ad?
No, this was a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure it must still be there. 2007 video another. I still remember that video clearly. So adile pulli verna and pulli probation cheyunna angate oru samvaam. So I was like, wow, 24, 23, 24-year-old guys. I'm 22 and look at the respect they're getting. That was a sort of a turning point. And I take impulse decisions, okay? Very impulse decision.
Probably not a good thing if you're in the army, but okay.
No, that worked in my favor every time. Every time. Touch wood. So that happened. And pinne I research about army and things like that. Went back to 1948 war mudal thoddangi. And finally I realized army you can get into army as officers. And ingenneyanu army officers ingenneyanu. I found out about the ranks, lieutenant, captain, major. Anganeyanale. Okay. So I found it to be very interesting. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ വന്നു and I applied. There was something called SS Tech entry. I didn't know what entry was applying to, nothing. പക്ഷെ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു.
So when you're applying, is it mentioned that this is the position you're applying for, or just
No, it is just the officer entry. So
Right.
when you apply for an officer entry, you can go on the website, you can put in your credentials, you have to make basically login, sign up for it, and then കുറച്ച് details ഒക്കെ fill ചെയ്യാണ്ട്, then your mark sheet and things like that. I did it and then I told my parents. So
Okay.
so അച്ഛൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ഫസ്റ്റ് തിങ് വാസ് ലൈക്ക് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇന്ന് പ്രാന്താണോ ഇത്രയും കാശ് ചിലവാക്കി അവിടെ പോയിട്ട് ജോലി ചെയ്തിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്തിനാ ആർമിയിൽ പോകണം ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ഡിഫിക്കൾട്ട് ആൻഡ് തിങ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്. So rebel inside me woke up. No, this is what I want. I've decided.
No, then definitely.
And I went back to Oman.
Okay.
Dad and mom were there. അവിടെ പോയി ഒക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞു നാട്ടിൽ വന്നു. And I was 6 months sailing and 3 months off. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു schedule.
How long were you working with Shell at this point?
8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So by 8 months you had made this decision
I was
that.
like that. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Money was good, okay. And പക്ഷേ that was not what I wanted. അങ്ങനെ നാട്ടിലെത്തിയപ്പോൾ ഇൻ്റർവ്യൂ കോൾ വന്നു.
Okay.
SSB interview, 5 days interview. Okay. അപ്പോൾ people made a huge, this thing about it. ഭയങ്കര ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ആണ്, അതാണ് ഇതാണ്.
By people you mean വീട്ടിലാർ, like people?
The people I was meeting in general.
Okay.
And എൻ്റെ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ഒക്കെ.
Okay.
I had spoken to somebody who was actually going for SSB കുറേ പ്രാവശ്യം and he got rejected. അങ്ങനെ ഒരാളെടുത്ത് ഭയങ്കര ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ആണ് and things like that. So I was like,
SSB, so just to clarify, when you apply, is this interview process, is it just interview or is it like an exam or is it?
yeah, so that's where. So being an engineer, I didn't have to go through an exam.
Okay.
Engineers will get direct SSB.
And you had done your PG also by this time. You had done your
So
post-graduation also.
it didn't matter, it was immaterial.
Okay.
So basically requirement is only BTech or BE.
Okay.
So I already had that. അതിൻ്റെ ബേസിൽ I applied and I got the interview letter. So once you apply, they will call you for SSB, for engineers. Okay. പോയി അവിടെ ചെന്നു and there were about 400 people. First day അവിടെ ആൾക്കാരൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് പറയുന്നു അങ്ങനെ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ. So it was very overwhelming. ചിലവരൊക്കെ റിപ്പീറ്റേഴ്സ്
എവിടെയായിരുന്നു? Where was
ഉണ്ടാവും.
it?
ബാംഗ്ലൂർ 24 SSB ബാംഗ്ലൂർ. ആ ബ്രിഗേഡ് റോഡിൽ കാണാൻ പറ്റും അവിടെ, ഇപ്പോൾ പോലും കാണാം.
Okay.
So very overwhelming. People started talking അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് and I was like okay. And I was like telling myself, oh, I still have a job. Legal in the.
Yeah, worst case scenario.
I
Exactly.
can go back.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. Second day happened. First day, I'll have a screening. They'll show a photograph. It's called a picture perception and description test.
Right.
So they look at your psyche.
Okay.
See, the biggest misconception people have about army is it's about your physicals. No, it's probably 20%. The 80% is your mental.
Right.
Because if you have that mental capability, you will pull through. Right. We have something called a route march. You carry 25 kilograms of weight, it's a backpack, 5 kilo rifle, and then you run for 40 kilometers.
Right.
So after, let's say 20 kilometers, your body gives up. You will start having boils on your feet, underneath your feet, and you're cramped up. And that the rest 20 is all your mind.
Right.
So it's a game of mental toughness.
Okay.
But then people say it's all physical and things like that. Where was I? How did we get here?
How did you get into the army? You're explaining your story. Like,
No. How did we get into the physical part? I forgot.
No, you were just. I asked you about the entrance procedure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about so the picture perception test.
Yeah.
So basically, they would like to look at your psyche.
Right.
What are you things like that? So the picture, what they'll show is very vague. All right. So what I could see was a very vague picture, but one guy was trying to hold the hand of a lady and he was trying to pull her or something like that. So people started shouting. I mean, it's a group of 10, and somebody will start from there and then you like, oh, this is that. He's trying to snatch it from her and run away and things like that. So I'm looking at them and like, what is happening? And then suddenly, when there was a lull in the battle, suddenly somebody stopped. I was like, okay, this is the moment. I was like, guys, I don't know what you guys looking at. So from this, I can see one guy is holding the hand of a lady. Probably that's his mother or sister or somebody. He's taking her, and there was a road or something. Probably he's helping her cross the road or something. I don't see anything other than that. I don't know why your imagination is so colored. That's all I said. And after the first day, they'll screen you. Some people will be screened out, some people will be screened in. So I was the only person who got screened in from that group.
Okay.
So out of the 300, we had 50. First day 50 were left. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. It's very nice. I mean, it was like adrenaline
Progress
rush.
made, right?
Ah.
Yeah, progress made.
I mean, like,
Getting
ഇങ്ങനെയാണോ ഇത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ നൈസ് ചോദ്യം ഒരു ഫോട്ടോ കാണിച്ച് ഇത് പറയുന്നു ഐ ലൈക്ക് ഹാ അങ്ങനെ എക്സാം ഒന്നുമില്ല ലൈക്ക് വെരി നൈസ്. അടുത്ത ദിവസം മുതൽ തുടങ്ങി there was some psychological tests ഒരു കുറേ നമ്മുടെ aptitude and things like that. പിന്നെ there was a personal interview. I don't know till day for what I was chest number 5.
Okay.
Okay, my lucky number is 5.
Okay.
And the interview started from chest number 5.
Okay.
Not from 4, 5. First 4, സാധാരണ 1 എന്ന് തുടങ്ങുക. For some reason, chest number 5 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് വിളിച്ചു.
Okay.
I went in there and അതിന് മുന്നേ you fill something called the PIQ. That's the personal questionnaire.
Okay.
Okay, personal identification questionnaire. Your entire jatakam will be in front of them. They'll know who you are, where you coming from.
So, like, they do a background check and they basically dig up all the
you
information.
see that roadies, no, the Raghu and all filling
Right.
something and giving. So
Right,
they have
right.
just adapted from the SSB, basically.
Okay. Okay.
So, but it's an elaborate questionnaire, and most of its details would be there. So this guy, he would probably be lieutenant colonel. I don't remember, but lieutenant colonel. I went in, I sat, sir, good morning. He's like, why have you come here from UK? So I was like, sir, same thing. I thought,
So it's a stress interview, basically.
yeah, basically he wants to know you, your psyche.
Right,
So he's a
right.
psychologist there. He's done his psychology course and things like that.
Right,
So he's
right.
there to assess you. So like, why have you come here after the UK? So I said, sir, this is the thing. I was behind money, but then I realized money, yes, you need it, but then not to a point that it supersedes your self-respect.
Self-respect, right.
So he's like, army will never be able to pay you this much. I'm like, that's fine, sir. As long as I am respected, I'm fine. Then he's like, what did your parents say? I can see you've studied till your masters. What did your parents say? He said, yeah, my parents were not happy, but then I convinced them that I want this. So they let you make decisions? I like, say, yes, sir, I make all my decisions. Going to UK was my decision. Going for engineering was my decision. This is also my decision. Okay, right, Vijay, see you. I like, that's it? Yeah. So 10 minutes. So I was told that the personal interview will be 1 hour plus, because they ask you a lot of questions, current affairs, your political opinion and things, a lot of things. What is happening in the country, your general opinion about things and things like that. ഒന്നും ചോദിച്ചില്ല. So I am like, ഇത് പോയി ഇത് കിട്ടാൻ പോണില്ല.
Can't be this easy.
ബിക്കോസ് അവിടെ പുറത്തുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ പറഞ്ഞത് സി പെട്ടെന്നൊക്കെ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ തീർന്നു ഞാൻ ഉറപ്പാ നീ ഔട്ടാ. പക്ഷെ ഐ എം ലൈക്ക് ഈശ്വരാ ഐ എം ലൈക്ക് സ്റ്റിൽ ജോബ് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ഐ ഡോണ്ട് ഹാവ് ടു വറി. വന്നു പിന്നെയും കുറേ ടെസ്റ്റുകളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്, കമാൻഡ് ടാസ്ക്, ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ടാസ്ക്, അങ്ങനെ കുറേ ടാസ്കുകളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്.
After this interview, you had other tests as well.
ഇനി 4 ദിവസം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ.
4 ദിവസം. Okay, yeah, the remainder.
So over the course of the SSB. പിന്നെ അതിൻ്റെ ഇടയിൽ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ വൈകുന്നേരം ഒക്കെ കറങ്ങാനൊക്കെ പോവാ and things like that. So I was taking a lot of interest, കാരണം ഞാൻ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് പോവാ. ബാംഗ്ലൂർ പോയിട്ടില്ല, ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഗരുഡ മോൾ and things like that. So I am like, നമുക്ക് അവിടെ പോകാൻ ഇവിടെ എൻ്റെ കസിൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അവനെ വിളിച്ചിട്ട് എടാ ഇവിടെ പോകണ്ടെന്നൊക്കെ ചോദിച്ചാൽ ഈ told me places. So we were going. അവിടെയൊക്കെ അപ്പോഴാണ് മെട്രോ ഒക്കെ വന്നത്. ഐ തിങ്ക് ഇറ്റ് വാസ് ഓൺലി ടിൽ ബൈപ്പനല്ലി, എവിടെ ഒരു ചെറിയ സ്ട്രെച്ച് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ട്.
It was.
So like മെട്രോയിലൊക്കെ പോവാം and we were doing all those things. Okay, so knowingly or unknowingly I was rubbing off on other team members of mine. And what happened, ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ടാസ്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു കമാൻഡ് ടാസ്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു ടാസ്ക് ഉണ്ട്. സോ അതിൽ 1 person will be made the commander. നമ്മുടെ 10 and ഒരു 10ന്റെ ഗ്രൂപ്പായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും പോവാം. ആൻഡ് ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് ഓൾസോ നമ്മൾ ഈ 10ന്റെ ഗ്രൂപ്പായിട്ട് പോകണം. ആൻഡ് SSBയിലും നമ്മൾ ഈ 10ന്റെ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഒരുമിച്ചായിരിക്കും.
Did they intentionally group you guys into a group?
No, generally. So 50 ആൾക്കാർ ബാക്കി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ലേ, സോ 10 into 5, 10 ഗ്രൂപ്പ്. അതിൽ നമ്മൾ 4 പേര് ഒരു റൂം.
അവർ നിങ്ങൾ അസൈൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. You guys were assigned into groups. Okay. And what I'm asking is,
നമ്മളല്ല
automatically form into like
അല്ല they will let you know. നമുക്ക് ചെസ് നമ്പർ തരും.
Right.
And 1 to 10 one group, 10 to 20 അങ്ങനെ.
Fine. Okay. Yeah.
So I was 5. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ പുറത്തൊക്കെ പോയി. ആൻഡ് ആ കമാൻഡ് ടാസ്ക് വന്നപ്പോൾ they all started calling me. അപ്പോൾ കമാൻഡ് ടാസ്കിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 1 person out of the group will be made the commander. അയാൾ 2 പേരെ വിളിക്കണം.
Right.
And ആ 2 പേരെ കൊണ്ട് ടാസ്ക് ചെയ്യിപ്പിക്കണം.
Okay.
So these guys, out of the 10, 7 people call me and another person. So somehow they thought this guy will be able to help me get this task done. കാരണം ഞാൻ അവരൊക്കെ കൊണ്ടുപോവല്ലേ അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടൊക്കെ.
Okay.
So I didn't know this was an in thing. ഇത് ഭയങ്കര ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ്
observing you throughout the whole.
Yeah. So that happened.
Okay.
And പിന്നെയും കുറേ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, പിന്നെ ഒരു എക്സ്റ്റംപോറെ and things like that അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായി. അതെല്ലാം കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ 5th day they'll start calling out this thing. What do you call, ആരൊക്കെ സെലക്ട് ആയതെന്നുള്ളത്. ആൻഡ് ഫസ്റ്റത്തെ നമ്പർ 10 വിളിച്ചു. 10 വിളിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 1 to 9 ഔട്ടാ.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Final day, fifth day,
right.
you're sitting in a hall. The officer comes with a paper and he's like, okay, thank you guys, and he'll say all those things. Amitabh Bachchan came here, he didn't get selected. Abdul Kalam came here, he didn't get selected. Sachin didn't get selected. So those who didn't get selected,
It's
don't
not
worry.
don't get dejected,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah. So that's a pep talk. And he started, okay, these are the people who are recommended, just number 10. So that means 1 to 9 is out. I was like, okay, done, out. But I still have a job, so I don't worry. 15, 39, and then he's like 5. I was like, wow, that's great. കഴിഞ്ഞു, and I call home. അതുവരെ ഫോൺ ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ഫോണൊക്കെ we have to
Or they
submit.
confiscate. Even during Vaindaram when you guys go out and all, you're not allowed to have phones or?
അവർ ഫോൺ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഡേ കോൺഫിസ്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ പിന്നെ 5th ഡേ ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളൂ.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They wouldn't want you to disclose what's the
Absolutely.
selection process, right? Yeah, confidential.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
അപ്പോൾ I call home and I call my cousin, the same cousin. He told me, I like, bro, it's done. Like, yeah, and he's like, oh, select. I can hear him saying to his parents and all. കഴിഞ്ഞു, and medical happened, and then I come back home. വീട്ടിലെത്തിയപ്പോൾ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് വരൊക്കെ കേണൽ വന്നു. കേണൽ ലെഫ്റ്റനന്റ് ഒന്നല്ല, ഡയറക്റ്റ് കേണൽ. ആൻഡ് ഐ കുഡ് സീ ദാറ്റ് സ്റ്റാർക്ക് ഡിഫറൻസ് the way they were looking at me before and after. അതിന് മുന്നേ യു കെയിലൊരു പയ്യനാ, അവിടെയൊക്കെ കറങ്ങി അടച്ച്, ചെന്നൈയിലൊക്കെ കറങ്ങി അടച്ച് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, മുടിയൊക്കെ വളർത്തി, എന്താണോ പരിപാടി. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് വാസ് ലൈക്ക് ജമീൻ ആസ്മാൻ കാ ഫറക്. And bro, and some people I knew who tried getting into army, they couldn't clear SSB. They could see them in me. Like, എനിക്ക് പറ്റാത്ത നീ ചെയ്തടാ, bro, this is great. And I was like, ആണോ. Then I saw Lakshya.
Okay.
That screwed me. I was like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I want. പിന്നെ തിരിച്ചു പോയില്ല. This was January.
Okay.
April my course started, and അതിൻ്റെ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോഴേക്കും മെറിറ്റ് ലിസ്റ്റ് വന്നു. I was like 3 or 4 or something through. I went to this place, Academy, Chennai again.
Okay.
Of Sustaining Academy.
Okay.
ചെന്നു, അവിടെ കമ്പനി എല്ലാം അലോട്ട്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ you go there and then
How long was the training period?
1 year.
1 year.
ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ മുടിയൊക്കെ വെട്ടിക്കും. റെസ്പെക്റ്റിന് പോയതാണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് തിങ് ലൈക്ക് ബെൻഡ്, ബിക്കം മുറുക, പണിഷ്മെന്റ്സ്, ലൈക്ക് ഇതാണ് റെസ്പെക്ട്.
Yeah.
But then yeah, that is a very transformative journey. So basically it'll turn kids into men.
Okay.
So ഒരു കോളേജിന് മുന്നേ തന്നെ 12th മുതൽ ഒരു കോളേജ് UK വരെ ഒരു 7-8 years I was staying away from home. So I was like, this is a piece of cake for me. പ്രശ്നമുള്ള കാര്യമില്ല. എത്ര കാലം ഇപ്പോൾ എന്തും ഉണ്ടാവാന. അക്കാഡമിയിലെത്തി, the first day it's like a jail.
മുझे घर जाना है.
അതുണ്ടായില്ല. ഇല്ല, അതുണ്ടായില്ല. അത് ഇപ്പോഴാണ് എനിക്ക് മീമാൻ അല്ലേ. സോ ഫോൺ ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. യു വിൽ നോട്ട് ഹാവ് യുവർ ഫോൺ. യു വിൽ നോട്ട് ഹാവ് യുവർ ഫ്രീഡം. ആൻഡ് ദെൻ യു ആർ വർക്കിംഗ് ഓൺ സംബഡി എൽസസ് ക്ലോക്ക്. യുവർ സീനിയേഴ്സ് വിൽ ബി ദെയർ. 6 മാസം മുന്നേ ട്രെയിനിങ് ചെയ്തവരുണ്ടാവും. ആൻഡ് യു ആർ ജസ്റ്റ് പപ്പറ്റ്സ്. അവിടെ പോകുമ്പോൾ ലൈക്ക് എ ഹേർഡ്, യുനോ. അവിടെ പോവുക, രാവിലെ 5 മണിക്ക് തുടങ്ങുകയാണ്. ആൻഡ് ദെൻ 5 മണിക്ക് പിടിക്ക് പോകണം. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് അവിടുന്ന് അത് 2 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരെയാണ്. യു ഹാവ് സൈക്കിൾസ്, ആൻഡ് സൈക്കിൾസ് യു ആർ സപ്പോസ് ടു ഗോ ഇൻ സ്ക്വാഡ് ഓഫ് 4. ഒരാൾ കുറയാണെങ്കിൽ നടന്നു പോകണം, ഓടിപ്പോണം. സോ 2 kilometers റൺ, കം ബാക്ക്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പിന്നെ തിരിച്ച് ഡ്രില്ലിന് പോകണം. ഡ്രസ്സൊക്കെ ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്ത് ലേറ്റ് ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ദ ഉസ്താദ് വിൽ ഹാവ് യു റോജർ പ്രോപ്പർലി. പക്ഷേ ദ ടൈമിംഗ് ഇസ് സെറ്റ് ഇൻ സച്ച് എ വേ ദാറ്റ് യു വിൽ ബി ഇൻവേരിയബിളി ലേറ്റ്. 1 മിനിറ്റ് 2 മിനിറ്റ് ലേറ്റ് ആവും. അവിടെ ചെന്ന് പണിഷ്മെന്റ് കിട്ടി, പിന്നെ തുടങ്ങി അങ്ങനെ. സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് എ കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് ലൈഫ്. ആൻഡ് ആഫ്റ്റർ ദാറ്റ് ഫസ്റ്റ് വീക്ക് ഫോൺ ആണ് വീട്ടിലേക്ക് വിളിക്കാൻ ടൈം എടുത്തരിക. യു ഹാവ് ടു സ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഇൻ എ ക്യൂ, ആൻഡ് അവിടെ നിന്നാണ് വിളിക്കുക. ഐ പിക്ഡ് അപ്പ് ദ ഫോൺ. I couldn't talk. I was calling my mom. I had a lump in my throat. I was crying. And the person, പുറത്തൊക്കെ നിന്നിട്ട്, I was like, then I realized this has broken me, shattered me into pieces.
Okay.
അവിടുന്ന് then they make you. First they break you, whoever you are, whatever ego you have, right? They'll shatter it into pieces. പിന്നെ that building process starts. And അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് they'll make you do push-ups on Chennai roads at 1:30 in the afternoon. You'll have boils here, burns here. But then you don't, ആദ്യത്തെ പ്രാവശ്യം പേടിയുണ്ടാവും. പിന്നെ like, it's okay. You get used to it. And then after a point, it doesn't even burn you. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ എത്തും. And then you're not doing it alone. There are a lot of people along with you.
Yeah, that's also there, right? Because you're shared in your suffering.
Yeah. It's not you alone. ഒറ്റയ്ക്കാണെങ്കിൽ പ്രശ്നം.
See, if it's like if you are being punished for some crime you did, then it's different.
Yeah.
ഇതില് And you also know that this is, first of
Part
all,
of
this
it.
is a tried and test method.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been going on for like years.
Donkey's years,
Okay,
yeah.
for donkey's years. So this is some working towards a greater
Absolutely,
goal.
greater
right?
good, yeah,
ഇത്
yeah.
അറിയാത്ത ആൾക്കാരല്ല
Yeah,
ചെയ്യണേ. They
yeah.
are very much aware of what is
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
Okay.
And you will see that in the Ustad's eyes also. കാരണം അവർക്ക് അറിയാം നമ്മൾ വി ഹവ് കം ഓൺ ടൈം എല്ലാം.
Right.
എന്നാലും അവർ പറയും ആ ടൈം പിന്നെ ആയോ തുടങ്ങിയോ അങ്ങനെ. സോ യു ആർ ലൈക്ക് ഇൻവേരിയബിളി ചെന്നാലും കിട്ടും ചെന്നില്ലെങ്കിലും കിട്ടും. സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് എ തിങ് ദാറ്റ്സ് ഹാപ്പൻ. അങ്ങനെ ട്രെയിനിങ് കഴിഞ്ഞു ആൻഡ് തിങ്സ് ദാറ്റ്. ആൻഡ് പിന്നെ ഐ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് റിയലി എൻജോയിങ് ഇറ്റ് കുറച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോഴേക്കും. ആൻഡ് ഐ ഹാഡ് ഫ്യൂ ഇഞ്ചുറീസ് ഓൾസോ. കാലൊക്കെ ഈ ടിബിയ ബ്രോക്ക് മൈ ടിബിയ ഓൾസോ. ട്രെയിനിങ് ഇസ് ടഫ്. കുറച്ച് പ്രശ്നങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവും. പക്ഷേ ഓവർകം ദാറ്റ്. I overcame that thing and പിന്നെ I passed off with the sword.
Okay.
Sword ഒക്കെ it's a sword appointment എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കുറച്ചൊരു അത്യാവശ്യം prestigious thing.
Okay.
So thankfully I did that. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് നേരെ I went to Kargil.
Okay. You were posted in Kargil.
Yeah. That was, and I don't know for some reason എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെയാണല്ലോ എപ്പോഴും ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു പ്രിമോണിഷന്മാരിയ സാധനങ്ങളൊക്കെ വരും. ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ദ അക്കാഡമി I was like എനിക്ക് കാർഗിൽ തന്നെ പോകണം. ബിക്കോസ് ലക്ഷ്യയിൽ കാർഗിലല്ലേ പോകണേ. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കാർഗിൽ തന്നെ പോകണം. I want കാർഗിൽ. ആൻഡ് നമുക്ക് അങ്ങനെ ചൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. സോ ദർ സംതിങ് കോൾഡ് ഡീക്ലാസിഫിക്കേഷൻ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ അതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വാട്ട് യൂണിറ്റ് യു ഗെറ്റ്. അപ്പൊ അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് യു വിൽ ബി ഡിവൈഡഡ് ഇൻടു ബ്ലോക്സ് ആൻഡ് യു വിൽ ബി സിറ്റിംഗ്.
This is after you finish your
the last few days in the academy. Training കഴിഞ്ഞു, you are passing out. Now you have to be given units, right? So units are allotted to you based on declassification.
Okay.
അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ട്രെയിനിങ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും ഉണ്ടാവും. ടെക് നോൺ ടെക് എവരിബഡി വിൽ ബി ദർ. കുറേ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടാവും. ഇപ്പോൾ അക്കാഡമിയിൽ ഒരു 400 പേരുണ്ടാവും നമ്മുടെ ബാച്ചിൽ.
People from basically from various backgrounds ഉണ്ടാവും.
Absolutely.
Okay.
അപ്പോൾ നോൺ ടെക്കിനെ അവർ ഇത് റാങ്ക് ചെയ്യും. ഐ മീൻ റാങ്ക് ബേസ്ഡ് ഓൺ റാങ്ക് ചെയ്യും. ആൻഡ് ടെക്സിനെ ബേസ്ഡ് ഓൺ ദിസ് തിങ് റാങ്കിങ്സ് എന്തായാലും ഉണ്ടാവും. I was 13 or something അക്കാഡമിയിൽ. ആൻഡ് അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മളെ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൻ്റെ ഡിഗ്രി സ്ട്രീമിൻ്റെ ബേസ് ചെയ്ത് ചെയ്യും. സോ I was automobile engineer and I was the only guy in that. So ഞാൻ എന്ത് യൂണിറ്റ് ചൂസ് ചെയ്താലും എനിക്ക് ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് അതിൽ വരുള്ളൂ.
Okay.
So I wanted to be an armored guy. ടാങ്ക് സ്റ്റൈൽ അത് വേണമായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ I got a core of electronics and mechanical engineers. എന്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാലും എനിക്ക് അത് കിട്ടുള്ളൂ.
Okay.
So
and also probably because of your background is that you are assigned that, right?
Because see, you need engineers in the army because ഈ ടാങ്കും ഗൺസും ഇതൊക്കെ മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ ആൾ വേണ്ടേ. Everybody can go and fight. But they need somebody qualified to look after these equipments. So equipment ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ലല്ലോ. If a soldier is going there, he doesn't have a gun,
right.
or I mean sorry, the rifle. How will he fight?
Correct.
So I'll come to that later on. അപ്പോൾ I got that. So ഇപ്പോൾ EMEയിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ you will get attachment with an infantry unit first because you have to know what is the ground reality. Then only you can get yourself used to that kind of a thing.
Right.
അപ്പോൾ I've been given EME unit. പക്ഷേ എൻ്റെ that's my parent unit.
Right.
But then അതിന് മുന്നേ I have to go to an infantry unit and serve there. Then I'll fall back here.
Okay.
അങ്ങനെ. So basically like it's a എന്താ പറയുക baptized with fire kind of a thing.
Baptized by, yeah.
അപ്പോൾ 311 GR ആണ് എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയത് ഗോർഖ റൈഫിൾസ്.
Okay. Okay.
And അതിൻ്റെ ലൊക്കേഷൻ നോക്കിയപ്പോൾ കാർഗിൽ. ആൻഡ് കാർഗിൽ തന്നെ കാക്സർ. Kaksar is the place where Captain Saurav Kalia, കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. You would have heard Captain Saurav Kalia. ഒരു മറ്റേ മലയാളം മൂവി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ലേ, War and Love. അതിൽ സിദ്ദിഖിന്റെ കണ്ണിങ്ങനെ കുത്തി ഇങ്ങനെ കൊല്ലുന്നില്ലേ.
I've heard of the cinema.
ഒരു പടമുണ്ട്. അതിനകത്ത് ഇങ്ങനെ കണ്ണിങ്ങനെ കുത്തി എടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ആൻ ആക്ച്വൽ ഇൻസിഡന്റ്. ക്യാപ്റ്റൻ സൗരവ് കാലിയ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു നമ്മുടെ ഓഫീസർ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഫോർട്ട് ജാട്ട്. പുള്ളിയാണ് അങ്ങനെ കൊന്നത്. ടോർച്ചർ ചെയ്ത് കൊന്ന പാകിസ്ഥാനീസ്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് നമ്മുടെ കാർഗിൽ കോൺഫ്ലിക്റ്റ് തുടങ്ങിയത്. സോ ദിസ് വാസ് ദാറ്റ് എക്സാക്ട് ലൊക്കേഷൻ. അവിടെ എപ്പോഴും ക്യാപ്റ്റൻ സൗരവ് കാലിയ സ്റ്റേഡിയം എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ സ്റ്റേഡിയം ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. നമ്മളവിടെ ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് ഒക്കെ നടത്തിയിരുന്നു ഫോർ ദ വില്ലേജസ്. അപ്പോൾ നേരെ അവിടെ തന്നെ ഇട്ടു. പോസ്റ്റിംഗ് എനിക്ക് അവിടെ കിട്ടിയ. സോ ഐ വെന്റ് ദേർ. കാർഗിൽ ബാറ്റിൽ സ്കൂൾ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഇതുണ്ട്. അവിടെ പോയിട്ട് യു ഹവ് ടു ഡു പ്രീ ഇൻഡക്ഷൻ ട്രെയിനിങ്. അതിന് മുന്നേ യു ഹവ് ടു ഗോ ടു ലേ. അവിടുന്ന് ആൻഡ് കാർഗിൽ ഇസ് അറ്റ് 10,000 feet above sea level. അതിന് പോസ്റ്റുകളുണ്ട് ദാറ്റ് വിച്ച് ഇസ് ലൈക്ക് LC, ദ ലൈൻ ഓഫ് കൺട്രോൾ, വിച്ച് ഇസ് ലൈക്ക് ഫാർ അവേ. അതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ about കുറേ 14,000 feet above sea level ഉണ്ട്, 17 ഉണ്ട്, 18 ഉണ്ട്, അങ്ങനെ കുറേ ഹൈറ്റിലുള്ള. സോ ടു ഗെറ്റ് ദെയർ യു ഹാവ് ടു അക്ലിമറ്റൈസ് യുവർ സെൽഫ് ആൻഡ് ദെൻ ഗോ. ഒറ്റയടിക്ക് കയറി പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ യു ഗെറ്റ് ഹാപ്പോ. സോ കുറേ പേര് അങ്ങനെ മരിച്ചിട്ടൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. ബേസിക്കലി ഹാപ്പോ ഇസ് വാട്ടർ എൻട്രിങ് യുവർ ലങ്സ്. അപ്പോൾ 10,000 പോയിട്ട് യു ഹാവ് ടു സ്റ്റേ ദെയർ ഫോർ 2 days, അക്ലിമറ്റൈസ്. എന്നിട്ട് കുറച്ച് നടന്നിട്ട് യു ഹാവ് ടു ഗോ ടു 14 അവിടെ കുറച്ച് നേരം അക്ലിമറ്റൈസ്. അങ്ങനെയാണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് എ 6-day സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ദാറ്റ് ഹാപ്പൻസ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്ത് ഐ അക്ലിമറ്റൈസ്ഡ് ആൻഡ് ദെൻ ഐ വെൻറ്റ് ടു ദ പോസ്റ്റ്. ഫോർവേഡ് പോസ്റ്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. ആൻഡ് ഐ വാസ് എ പ്ലട്ടൂൺ കമാൻഡർ ദെയർ.
Okay. That was your first posting?
First posting. 32 people under my watch.
Okay.
And 6 kilometers of frontage under my watch.
Okay. And in this first 1 year, and of course, based on your previous work experience and everything, and did they give you the training to take over this
Yeah.
responsibility, or
Training, they won't give you. See, I was trained on weapons, all those things. But then that peculiar location, there's always a first time. Anybody who gets into the army, the first posting will be a prize posting, okay? Because you are getting there for the first time, you're full of enthusiasm, you don't know what is going to happen, you have all the josh in the world, you want to, sort of establish yourself, you want to show the people that you can do things. Angana situation area. But trust me, you don't know shit. You have no idea. Training is one part. Real life is a different thing. I went there, I was literally baptized with fire. ഞങ്ങളവിടെ ചെന്ന് മുന്നിലിരിക്കുന്നത് NLI, നോർത്ത് ലൈറ്റ് ഇൻഫൻട്രി, പാകിസ്ഥാൻ്റെ. ദേ ഓൾസോ ഹാഡ് ദ SSGs. SSGs എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ പാരാ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഫോഴ്സസിന്റെ ഇക്വലന്റ്. They were sitting in front. So നമ്മൾ ചെന്നു
at the LOC? I mean, at the
so our post was here, let's say here, ഒരു 60 meter അപ്പുറമാണ്
So
പാകിസ്ഥാൻ.
you guys can see each other?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Oh, we talk also. I mean, ഇന്ത്യ ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ഒക്കെ നടക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇന്ത്യ തോറ്റ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവർ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് തെറി വിളിക്കും, പാകിസ്ഥാൻ തോറ്റ് നമ്മൾ അങ്ങോട്ട് തെറി വിളിക്കും. Those things happen. Some posts were like 40 meters.
Just to digress, sorry to digress, because you guys see each other so frequently and for such a long period of time, after a while, doesn't a familiarity?
No, we don't see the faces as such. You see figures moving because it's like, what, 60 meters?
Okay.
60, 70 meters a kill. But you have something called SITREP, situation report. So you mark everything. You note it down. Somebody came to this post, and we know their routines. So after a point,
safe to assume they are also doing the same thing with you guys.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So the complacency at some point
Can set in. Yeah.
So that's the biggest enemy there.
Okay.
Complacency and of course the weather.
Right.
അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ചെന്നു and we inducted. So when you induct, they'll do a fire violation.
Okay.
It's unwritten. I don't know if I can say this on camera.
Okay.
Maybe you'll have to do something about it.
Okay.
But they do it.
As in, like,
A new unit comes into the location.
New unit so they know a new unit is coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Movement. They see movement.
They see movement.
Like we watch their movement, they also watch ours.
So as soon as new people come in, they'll do, like, just shoot
it's
in the
like
air or something?
moral ascendancy. ഞങ്ങളാടാ ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. So something like that.
Okay.
ആരടാ ഞാനടാ ആ type.
Okay.
So they did it and we retaliated.
Okay.
And I was the commander there. So I alone won't do. So the entire, one post will be here, one post will be here, and a lot of posts will be there. So we'll start. It's a strategic plan. So how do you fire? We'll have communication and we fire. And I didn't know shit. I'm a new lieutenant just out of academy, 23, 24-year-old.
Right.
There was a JCO who was experienced, 20, 25 years service. I was listening to him. Like, Saab, bata do, ye hai. We were sitting in the bunker. We were firing. Basically, we fire mortars. 81mm, 51mm. Mortars are actually
It's
the
like a
bombs.
howitzer.
No,
Okay.
shorter.
Shorter one.
It's an infantry howitzer, you could say.
Okay.
Smaller one, but then it's an area weapon.
Okay.
It's got air burst and ground burst.
Okay.
So we fired, and I didn't know. And when they were firing, we were sitting in the bunker. 3 days we were in the bunker because the firing was going on. And then I realized, okay, this is how you do it. You just have to keep your eyes and ears open, because in tactics there is nothing right or wrong. It has to work.
Okay. But won't this become like an incident that can spark something bigger? Like, if it happens, like like this should happen.
It's a routine thing. It's a routine thing. You go to Satowali, which is near Jammu. From Jammu, there's a UN crossing called Octroy.
Okay.
People go there. It's like the Indo-Pak crossing border.
Okay.
So you can go there, you can take photographs and all. You'll see that flag down, something like Baga.
Yeah. Okay.
And 3 kilometers next to that is Sialkot.
Okay.
So I serve there also. So when I get on my watchtower from there, I can actually see Sialkot railway station. Avada firing nadakkunnundallo.
Okay.
So that is the ceasefire violation that we hear in newspapers and all, right? അവർ ceasefire violation ചെയ്തു and all.
Okay.
It keeps happening and villages are like there are paddy fields
Right.
on the border. അവരിങ്ങനെ വെട്ടിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും വരുന്നുണ്ട് and I'm like दीदी भाग जाओ गोली आ रहा है ये होता रहेगा साहब and she didn't give a damn, she was still cutting and അത് അവിടെ വെള്ളം ഉണ്ടാവുമല്ലോ so it will fall on that, so splinters തെറിക്കില്ല ചളിയിലല്ലേ വീഴുന്നത് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ and they do it അവർക്ക് they like so used to it, അവരുടെ വീടൊക്കെ അവിടെ അല്ലേ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. So those kind of things happen.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, കാർഗിലും അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ. കാർഗിലും the people surviving there at times we feel bad actually for them.
Okay.
It's very
the
difficult.
ones who are caught in the crossfire,
Yeah.
basically.
And our school army used to run schools. So ops Sadbhavana എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മളെന്നു I have gone and taught students in കയ്യിൽ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്
Okay.
at times and we give them food ചില സമയത്ത്.
Okay.
And winters and all it gets very difficult for them. Cut off ഒക്കെ ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ so we used to give them.
And how long were you in Kargil after your first posting?
2 years.
You were there in 2 years. In among various posts across the entire area.
I was see the thing is you go to a post, you stay winter cut off ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കൊന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. It's snowing, 14 feet of snow, you can't move anywhere left, right and center, so you sit there. So then your enemy is the weather.
Right.
Yeah, you basically have to dig the snow out.
Common enemy for both parties.
Both. So that's what happened in 99. ഇതൊക്കെ പണ്ട് it used to be winter vacated posts. നമ്മൾ അവിടുന്ന് പോരുമായിരുന്നു because it's very hard to survive there. And one more thing, Siachen, right? Everybody talks about Siachen, highest battlefield in the world and things like that. അതുകൊണ്ട് it is glamorized. This is at 18. Siachen is what, 21?
Right.
3,000. So after a point, 21, 18, everything is the same.
Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, because temperature is minus 23 everywhere.
Right.
അവിടെ സിയാച്ചിനിൽ you have after evacuation, you get എന്താ പറയുക special clothing, everything. ഇവിടെ special clothing ഉണ്ട്, after evacuation ഒന്നും അന്നില്ലായിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ it has come up.
What is after evacuation? I mean,
if somebody HAPO,
if somebody okay, yeah.
It's very difficult.
So it's like an airlift.
Yeah, airlift kind of a thing.
Okay.
Frostbite ഒക്കെ വരും ആൾക്കാർക്ക്.
Right.
So here and the
gangrene,
toes.
yeah.
അപ്പോൾ then you'll have to actually cut it off. വേറെ വഴിയൊന്നുമില്ല. So you have to be very careful about that as well. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം നമ്മളെ adjacent post somebody was ill. He sort of had a cardiac arrest or something. So to carry him all the way from top to bottom, it took about 6 hours. And in the winter, you 4 പേര് പിടിക്കണ്ടേ stretcherൽ. You can't walk more than say 20 feet like that. Your hands will freeze.
Your hands will freeze.
Yeah,
right,
and you're going through snow. Oh, that was bad. That was very bad.
Okay.
So, I mean, suffice to say, I came a full circle. Being irresponsible, I didn't have to worry about anything. I am responsible for the life and limb of these people.
Yeah.
Because എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇവന് പറ്റി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ his wife and mother will ask me what happened to him under my watch. You won't be able to answer that. So അതിനേക്കാൾ നല്ലത് you do something.
You ever had any bad incidences during your entire tenure?
Nothing.
Okay.
That was my biggest priority. Because it's very difficult.
Any close shaves?
Close shaves, yeah. Even this firing I was mentioning, no.
Okay.
Everything was falling left, right, and center. And then once in Satovali.
Okay.
So it's a DCB. DCB means ditch cum band. So if you see this, it's an obstacle. It's a tank obstacle. So if tanks are coming for battle, Jammu it's a plain area,
Right.
But tanks battle വരുമ്പോൾ they need proper area അല്ലേ ഉണ്ടാവുക. അപ്പോൾ അതിനുള്ള obstacle ആണ് ditch cum band.
Okay.
So there'll be a ditch.
Like a trench.
It's like a trench, long trench. Full area ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പോൾ if you go to Jammu, you will be able to see that. അതിൽ വെള്ളം ഉണ്ടാവും. അത്യാവശ്യം നല്ല ഡീപ്പ് ആയിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ ടാങ്കിന്റെ വെയ്ഡിങ് കപ്പാസിറ്റിനേക്കാളും മേലെ ആയിരിക്കും. And there's a ditch which is steeper, which the tank cannot climb. 60 മല മേലെ 60 ഡിഗ്രിയുടെ മേലെ ആണെങ്കിൽ ടാങ്കിന് അത് ട്രാവേഴ്സ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. So something like that. അവിടെ നമ്മൾ വി ഡു പെട്രോളിങ് ആൻഡ് ആംബുഷ് ആൻഡ് ആ ഏരിയയിലാണ്. കാരണം അവിടെ ഡ്രഗ് പെഡ്ലേഴ്സ് ഭയങ്കരമായിരുന്നു. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ ടൈം വെൻ ദീസ് മിലിറ്റൻസി ഇറ്റ് ഷിഫ്റ്റഡ് ടു പഠാൻകോട്ട് ആൻഡ് ജമ്മു ഏരിയ. കാരണം അവർ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ രജോറീസ് കുപ്വാഡ ദാറ്റ് ഏരിയ ഇസ് സാച്ചുറേറ്റഡ്. ആർമി ഇസ് ദെയർ, RR ഇസ് ദെയർ. അവിടെ അവർക്ക് നടക്കുന്നില്ല, വരുമ്പോഴേക്കും പിടിയും തട്ടും, അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സംഭവമായിരുന്നു. ഇത് ഷിഫ്റ്റഡ് ദേ ബേസ് ടു പഠാൻകോട്ട് ഒക്കെ. അവിടെ ചിക്കൻ നെക്ക. സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് ഹൗ ദിസ് ഹോൾ ഡ്രഗ് തിങ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് കമ്മിങ് ഇൻ.
Okay.
ഉത്ത പഞ്ചാബ്.
Yeah.
Because that's a border. അവർ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് ഷിഫ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തു, പഠാൻകോട്ട് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ ദോസ് തിങ്സ്, നോ. ആ ഏരിയ അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ തുടങ്ങിയിരുന്നു. സോ വി ഹാഡ് സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് പ്രോപ്പർ ആംബുഷ് ആൻഡ് പെട്രോളിങ് അവിടെ. ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം we were going when there was a we were I was told to go recce that area. Maybe they saw us move. I don't know what. Started firing, and it was all mortar.
Okay.
And it was like boom, boom. We were in the truck. Thankfully, I was in the truck, and I was like, my driver's looking at me. Saab kya kare? I was like, baga le gaadi. We were literally like that Terminator movie, no? We were going and bombs were यहाँ पे left right. I was like, क्या करना है? I mean, you can't do anything.
You can't return fire. I mean, but it's not near distance.
I
you
don't have.
know where
I
they're
only have
shooting
weapon. I only have my rifle.
Okay.
And what do I tell a bomb coming? I'll fire at you.
No, I'm like, you
Can't
don't
do
know
that.
where the fire is coming from where the.
ആ
this
തലയിൽ
bomb is-
വിട്ട് തീർന്നു അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
Right.
ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാനില്ല. There's no bravado in there. ഓടിപ്പോവാൻ അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
Right.
We took the truck. I still remember that. My CEO was coming from there, and he pulli gypsy vere, and I could see them. Then I'm calling him on the mobile. Network illa. Maybe I don't know what happened. Network വരുന്നില്ല. And he saw that rounds falling, and he went to a house. അവിടെ വീടുകളിലൊക്കെ എങ്ങനെയാ വെച്ചാൽ പ്രോപ്പർ ഇതുണ്ടാവും. ആ ബോർഡർ ഏരിയാസിലൊക്കെ പ്രോപ്പർ കവർ ആയിരിക്കും. സോ ദാറ്റ് വീണ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒന്നും പറ്റാൻ പാടില്ല. ആൻഡ് ഹി ഗോട്ട് ഇൻസൈഡ് ദ ഹൗസ്. ആൻഡ് നമ്മൾ അവിടുന്ന് ഭയങ്കര സ്പീഡിൽ വന്ന് അവസാനം ഒരു സ്ഥലത്ത് there were some bunkers. നമ്മൾ അവിടെയൊക്കെ ബങ്കേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടാക്കി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും ആർമി ഏരിയയിലൊക്കെ. വി ഗോട്ട് ഇൻസൈഡ് ദാറ്റ്. ഒരു ഹാഫ് ആൻ അവർ ഫയറിംഗ് നടന്നു. ആൻഡ് ദെൻ നമ്മുടെ BSF അവിടെ മുന്നിലിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ടാവും. they retaliated. കാരണം IB ആണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ഫെൻസ്ഡ് ലൊക്കേഷൻ. അവിടെ BSF ഉണ്ടാവും മുന്നിൽ.
Okay.
So they started retaliating. നമ്മൾ പോന്നു. I was like, okay.
You would have worked with the BSF crew quite
We don't
frequent.
work, but I know they have nakas in front. So I know where they are sitting. So I'll plot my ambush and patrols based on that.
Okay.
Those locations.
Okay.
We talk once in a while, and then I had TA people, territorial army people. So the territorial army means they're the sons of soil. So basically people അവിടുത്തെ ആൾക്കാർ. അപ്പോൾ അറിയണ്ടേ. സോ വാട്ട് ഐ യൂസ് ടു ഡു വാസ് ഞാൻ അവരുടെ കൂടെ പട്ടാണി കെട്ടിട്ട് അവരുടെ കറങ്ങി നടക്കും. അവരുടെ വീടൊക്കെ അവിടെ അടുത്ത് തന്നെയാണ് ഉണ്ടാവുക. സോ ഐ ഗോ വിത്ത് നോക്കാറ് എങ്ങനെയാണ് സംഭവങ്ങൾ എന്നൊക്കെ. ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ്സ് ഹൗ യൂസ് ടു ഗ്യാദർ ഇൻ. ആൻഡ് we've caught a few peddlers, drug peddlers. അത് കൂടെ ഭയങ്കര ഇതായിരുന്നു.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, like after Kargil, other than what? You were posted somewhere else, or like you were there for 2 years?
After this, I came here.
Okay.
So, the location I was just mentioning, IB.
Okay.
Then I went back to Corps of Electronics and Mechanical Engineers. പിന്നെ തുടങ്ങി. And I went into the army thinking I won't study anymore.
Okay.
That is the biggest blunder I've ever done. ആർമിയിൽ പഠിത്തേ ഉള്ളൂ. Especially in the Corps of Electronics, you have to do. They made me do first a technical course. 6 months, complete technical.
Right.
അത് തീർന്നു. And then I had to go for my masters in armament engineering.
Okay.
Which is basically I have to study about the firing parts of tanks, tank guns, RT guns, small arms, missiles, rocket launchers, ellam.
Okay.
So that is a 1-year course.
Okay. Where did they make
Baroda.
you do this? In Baroda. The Army's institute itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So അവിടെ പോയി ഇതെല്ലാം കോഴ്സ് എല്ലാം ചെയ്തു. Then
they made you do this for like to promote you or to push you forward,
no,
or
I am supposed to be see what happens is Corps of Electronics and Mechanical Engineers we'll have workshops which is the engineering support detachments.
Okay.
അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാ ബ്രിഗേഡിൻ്റെ കൂടെയും നമ്മളുണ്ടാവും. ഇപ്പോൾ ലെറ്റ്സ് സേ എ ബ്രിഗേഡ്.
Okay.
ഒരു ബ്രിഗേഡ് എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇൻഫെൻട്രി ബ്രിഗേഡ് ആണെങ്കിൽ 3 ഇൻഫെൻട്രി യൂണിറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. സംതിങ് ലൈക്ക് ഗോർക്ക, മദ്രാസ്, പഞ്ചാബ് 3 ഉണ്ടെന്ന് വെച്ചോ.
Okay.
സോ ഈ 3 യൂണിറ്റിനും ഐ എം റെസ്പോൺസിബിൾ ഫോർ എവ്രി എക്യുപ്മെൻറ്റ്. അവരതിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ലെറ്റ്സ് സേ ഒരു 1000 ഇൻസാസ് റൈഫിൾസ് ഉണ്ടാവും, ഒരു 50 AK-47 ഉണ്ടാവും, അവരുടെ ഒരു 60 വണ്ടികളുണ്ടാവും.
Right.
പിന്നെ അവരതിൽ സം 5000 സർവൈലൻസ് എക്യുപ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. പാസീവ് നൈറ്റ് വിഷൻ ഗോഗിൾസ്, HHTI, ലോറോസ് RT-ൻ്റെ അടുത്ത്, പക്ഷേ സം ഇൻഫെൻട്രി യൂണിറ്റ്സ് ഓൾസോ ഹാവ് ഇറ്റ്. അങ്ങനത്തെ കുറേ എക്യുപ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. ഐ ഹാവ് ടു മേക്ക് ഷുവർ ദാറ്റ് എവറിഥിങ് ഇസ് സർവീസബിൾ. കാരണം ബോർഡറിൽ
You're one guy. You
not one guy, I'll have a team.
You'll have a team.
Yeah. I'll have a team of depending upon the location and the detachment, I'll have something around 30 to 16 ഇടയിൽ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടാവും.
So you're basically an attachment. Your crew basically goes with this.
Yes.
This.
Yeah, and anything happens, I'm responsible.
Right.
Because if the unit, let's say the unit is sitting on the border, they're surveilling the militants coming in, the equipment doesn't work, I'll get a call. Hey, this is not working. Come. So it's like a 24/7 on-call job. And I mean, I can't, let them down.
Yeah.
So that kind of a job.
Okay.
So now think about a tank. Tank in itself it's a complex system of systems. There's a mobility.
Right.
There's armament part of it. Then there is the what do you call the boggy wheels itself, the track and wheels. It's another system. Then there is complex electronics. We had to study. There was a huge circuit. It was like this big wall, and we had to start from there. And because that's how it is, and it's a Russian system, and everything was written in Russian.
Okay.
So that was a sort of a thing, and we had to study that. And then armament again, you have Bofors, you have LFG, you have IFG, now you have M777 howitzers, Soltum. I mean everything from a different country, barring few Russians.
Right.
So it was a huge task,
Okay.
and with such a huge inventory,
Okay.
you have to plan everything actually. So let's say you're going for an operation. Let's say an RT brigade is going for an operation. They're fighting their battle there. I should have done a predictive analysis of, let's say, an RT unit. It will have so many guns. Let's say 18. Let's say. So I need to know which of these 18 is likely to be faulty during the mission,
Okay.
and I have to cater for the logistics to repair them in situ there.
Right.
Firing would be happening. I have to put it there,
On
repair
the
it.
ground. Okay.
So that is the task. So it's like if I can give you an analogy, let's say Empuran, Mohanlal and Prithviraj, they are the face. Okay, but there's somebody called Sujit Vasdev who is the cameraman. So without him, you will not be able to see them.
Right.
Sometimes, but then yes, of course, Mohanlal and Prithviraj, they will be.
You guys work behind the scenes to
Absolutely.
ensure that the mission goes smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
but
that
your,
is the
but your
kind of a
presence
job.
and your work is very crucial to
Yeah.
the whole thing. No, that's completely
I
understandable.
mean, that's the support arms. There will be ASC Army Service Corps who will be providing, the ration and things like that, because without food, nobody can survive. Then there's ordnance, they'll give you ammunition, clothing, and all those things. So it's a team game basically.
Okay.
But yes, at the end of the day, infantry and armored, they will have to, and artillery, they have to fight the battle. So the others will be the facilitators.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, good that you mentioned, that the fact that you had to, because you're dealing with Russian systems and systems from various countries, so recently I was following that F-35, the Indian, the Air Forces. Like we are one of the few big powers in the world which doesn't have a fifth generation fighter. It doesn't have a officially fifth generation fighter. And the Dassault is a 4.5 generation fighter. Right? It's not a proper fifth. China claims to have
J-20.
J-20 and J-35. There are two fifth generation
J-20.
fighters. Yeah, J-20. They claim to have, but a lot of these things. Well, my point is also we are one of the few countries where our systems are very mishmashy. It's like we have a lot of purchases from various countries.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard is because we never followed. I mean, now I think things are changing, but we never followed a very stringent or a concrete purchasing policy.
Yeah.
And because that, I mean, has that ever hampered you guys on the field? Okay, on the one hand, I got a Russian tank, but this is from Sweden. How do I fix this?
Offers,
Yeah, because these are all systems, right? It's like buying an iPhone. When you buy an iPhone, you don't just buy an iPhone. You have to buy that Apple ecosystem.
Absolutely.
Right? It links to various devices and everything. But you cannot suddenly introduce like an Oppo phone into that ecosystem. It just doesn't gel.
It doesn't work, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's been
It's a big issue. It's a big issue, and we've voiced it multiple times, and now things are changing.
Right.
See, the problem with inventory becoming so large is we will not be able to cater for everything.
Right.
Like even for Bofors, see, Bofors is a self-propelled RT.
Right.
That means it requires a prime mover to go from one place to other, which is, let's say, it's a vast distance. You need a Tatra.
You need to haul it somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. But then if it's like going from here at 100 meters, it can propel itself. There's an engine to that. So the initial Bofors, it was Mercedes engine.
Okay.
Okay. So after a point, now we are all sustaining these equipments. Imagine it was inducted back in 1988, 90, that time. Yeah, something around that time, right?
Right.
And now after 35 years, all these things has to be phased out, but it's still in the service.
Right.
Mainly because we are not a very rich country like US or probably China or Russia for that matter. So we are sustaining all these things. So now that engine, the Mercedes engine, it's given up. So now Ford has taken the
Contract,
the transfer of technology, and now they are building it.
Okay.
But then those engines are, if you ask me if it's robust, it's okay. That's all I can say. So those kind of things are happening. So now we have to cater for that also. So let's say that engine goes off-road today. I have to cater for those spares also. So how do I carry all these spares to an operational area?
Right. And you're also at the mercy of these foreign countries because sometimes
It is.
I'm assuming a lot of these parts are manufactured there. You guys are just like certain parts might
No,
be
now we can get it in India also. There are vendors and manufacturers, but then it won't be an OEM, original equipment manufacturer.
Right.
It could be someone else, but then you have to do that makeshift arrangement when the time is at stake. But having said that, it's a big problem.
Okay.
As long as we had only the Russian equipments, it was fine. But now M777 howitzer, BAE Systems US,
yeah.
that's of France.
Yeah, it's France, yeah.
So you have a lot of countries and a lot of equipments, and Navy it's even more.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so it becomes a headache. But then how do we overcome that? It's a very difficult and tricky question. Because money is also at stake. What do we have? 70 million? 70 million is our defense budget, and
it's abysmally low for a country
Yeah.
of our size and
so
our
that's what
population.
when you spoke about those Rafales, right? If you have to go for an F-35, it's what, 80 million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Economically,
so
economically it doesn't make
not
sense, and
viable,
that too, US would have sold us a much more downgraded a version of it, and
No, it's not about being selling a downgraded version. It's about
you can't just buy the F-35 alone.
Yeah, and again, it's for horses for courses.
Right.
See, US, they're fighting a different battle.
Yeah, exactly.
In let's say Iran or somewhere there, we are looking at high altitude. Why did Apache fail?
Right.
Apache is inducted in the army, I mean in the Air Force, but it couldn't function as well in a high altitude terrain, 14,000 above sea level. It couldn't. So that's why we have the Indian
Because
HAL
our
admin.
primary fronts are both high altitude.
Absolutely. So it is very difficult. A flight can do anything. Okay. Once it takes off, it can go anywhere.
Right.
And 30, 40, 50. But it takes out, from somewhere, no? From
a runway. Yeah.
So it's very difficult for these flights, the fighter jets to take off from a high altitude area. So that is the biggest problem that we are facing right now. That's why HAL is trying to make a 5th generation this thing for us, which is suitable for our this thing. But again, it's my personal opinion. It will be a very futile exercise because now we are going into the R&D. Okay,
Right.
they're saying by 2030 we'll deliver.
HAL is very much behind schedule.
You heard what the
Air
chief
chief
said,
marshal. He
rogered.
did
He
not-
rogered them.
Yeah.
And let's say even by 2030 they give it.
Right.
We need 5th generation
Now.
jets now.
Yeah. By then, there's no point because countries are already into 6th generation.
China is
fighters.
already doing the prototype for 6.
From what I heard, India had the option, the Su-57,
Yeah, Sukhoi.
the Sukhoi 57, which again, online, if you check, a lot of people are like, it's not a proper 5th gen fighter. Some are like, it is a 5th gen fighter.
So what is this 5th generation?
See, so most of them use the F-35,
No,
the F-22 Raptor.
how do you
as well.
define it? It's basically the stealth they're talking
Right,
about.
right.
Avionics, electronics, yeah, of course, it will be upgraded. But basically, they're talking about the stealth. They want to fly under the radar. That is a main idea, 5th generation, 5th generation.
yeah.
What if the radars are upgraded by then?
Yeah, true.
So it's like catch-22.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
I was just talking to another friend of mine who's basically, he's a retired, he was in the Navy, okay, he's, I forgot his rank, he's retired now and he's running his own private software firm, slightly older guy, maybe in his early 50s. So I was just asking him about, in the US, there is a heavy privatization in private involvement in the defense industry, right? You have Boeing, Pratt and Whitney, Lockheed
Lockheed
Martin,
Martin,
all
yeah.
these guys, they jointly develop or they come together to develop a product, and then the army buys.
Yeah.
So I was asking him, like, why can't, like, it's not like India doesn't have rich companies.
Yeah.
We have Ambanis, we have Reliance, we
Tata,
have Tatas, we have
Mahindra.
Adanis, we have Birlas, we have Mahindra,
Yeah.
and these are Mahindras and all are actually making products.
Yeah,
Tatas and
yeah.
Mahindras are making products for the army.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, why can't these, I'm sure if these guys come together, they can, development of a fifth generation or a sixth generation fighter, they have the financial resources and they can bring in the brains to develop this.
Yeah.
It's like, but why isn't this happening? So I was asking him, and what he told me, you can weigh in on this, what he told me is, over there, it's not like the company will just develop this. The government will give them money.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? That's a problem.
It's government funded actually.
Government
And
funded.
the private people are making it.
Okay.
It's for the government, and then the government can decide if they want to sell it to whichever country they want to.
Okay.
That's how it happens. And here, I'm pretty sure it'll come sooner than later.
Okay.
Now, this is my opinion. Okay, so we might buy more Rafales to complete that squadron, and then now we need 42 plus, or whatever the number is, 60, whatever squadrons, right?
Okay.
And then I'm pretty sure HAL will be at least 51% privatized. The
51%.
player who will come in and
That's
buy.
required.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think that's required. Because there's a lot of red tape and a lot of
Yeah.
because of the whole quota thing, and
Yeah.
the whole point is they want to create as many jobs as possible for people,
Yeah.
and too many cooks spoil the broth.
Absolutely. Now that Air Force Chief has come out and open.
He's made no
Yeah,
qualms
yeah.
about hiding it. He
Nothing
butchered
at
it.
all. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't mince his words at all.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. It's good. At least somebody senior up has
Yeah.
come out and said this, because we forever keep hearing, like, ever since we are a child, we are hearing India's a developing country, India's a developing country, India's a
Still
developing country.
developing.
Yeah, still developing country. Like, I get it. It's a tough gig. But, like, we've got to move forward at some point. Like, at least understand what our limitations are and break the shackles, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really...
Yeah, I think we are in the right direction, but the whole population, that is what keeping us at bay. So if you look at China, right, we've overtaken them, or wherever we are. But you look at the infrastructure that they have, the budget they have. They are at what, 350, 360 million? We are at what, 70? 4 times, almost,
Yeah,
5 times almost. You go to these northeastern border locations, you can see proper built up structures on the Chinese side,
Right.
as if they have planned for the future. They have got, and let's say if a war breaks out tomorrow, they will come and occupy those locations. They have everything ready.
Okay.
There's a place called Lhasa near the Indo-Chinese Tibet border. They have laid out till Lhasa. It's a mountainous terrain. They've got it laid out till there. We still struggle. We have to go to, if you go to Arunachal and that side, even to traverse about 50-60 kilometers, it will take 6-7 hours. We still have rudimentary road structure that side. So I feel all this is because of population, because our hands are tied, and we are a huge country. But until we get hold of that thing, it will be very difficult for us to see. Pakistan, it's immaterial, okay? It's not a threat at all.
Yeah, we don't, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem with Pakistan and now Bangladesh coming
It's a
up.
distraction for India.
Yeah, so the problem is we won't be fighting a war on one theater. We'll be fighting war on multiple fronts.
Right.
That's why we have the CPEC. Now, thanks to those problems that is happening there in Pakistan, it's still not materialized. But then once it's through, China will have direct access to Pakistan.
Right.
So we'll be, and they will supply. They are giving them fifth generation fighters, everything. So we'll not be looking at Pakistan in isolation. Then now with the Bangladesh thing brewing, and the pro-Pakistan government, so we are strategically encircled by China, and even the Sri Lankan ports they've taken over and things like that. So that is the whole gambit. That's why Pakistan becomes a sort of a humbug for us. Otherwise, China would be the thing. I'm not saying India will be able to beat China in a one-on-one war or something like that.
Right.
But then China would not even dare try to do that.
I think at this point, like, a lot of people ask this question, and I think that question in itself is quite flawed. like who will win if India and China go to war now? I think
won't
it's a
go
very
for a war.
flawed question because both countries will have so much to lose.
Yeah, everything is at
and
stake.
war is costly.
Yeah,
War
we'll go back to 1947 or even 1857.
Yeah.
And China also will be taken,
Significantly
along.
back.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't think either country
That won't
wants
happen.
that.
See, it will never happen. And China, if it had to happen, it would have happened during Galwan. It didn't happen. China, the doctrine that they have, it's entirely different. They won't fight us. They just come like puli verne. That sort of a thing. They won't fight. They won't fight India. They don't look at us as a threat. For them, it's all US.
They are competing with the US.
Yeah.
They're
Simple.
competing with the US.
Good for us.
Good for us. We see India kind of sort of functions as a big brother in the South Asian theater.
Yeah.
Especially smaller countries like Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
Mauritius, Maldives. All these
Absolutely.
guys usually they do look up to us, or they are under our
Absolutely, yeah.
protectorate. Anyway, coming back to you. So after this thing, how did you transition from, like, when did you get out of the army?
I got out of army in 2023, September.
2023.
Yeah. So, see, I didn't have any plans of getting out. Okay. I went to special forces. Then I was commanding a engineering det in Agartala, and I was looking after about four states in the northeast. That was under me. So having a settled life, and I was looking forward to become a brigadier, like you used to call me earlier, no? So I was like pretty sure. Now I've learned the ropes. I don't need to get out. I mean, cocooned here. Then our son happened.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So during Corona, my wife was with me, and she's an HR professional. She's an MBA. She's been doing pretty well in her career as well. And if we had to stay together, and we've been married for 10 years, and we stayed together for one. Okay. So the distance, and because 80% of the time I was on the borders, either north or northeast. So we were planning leaves in such a way that ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഞാൻ അങ്ങോട്ട് വരും, ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വരും. And at times it doesn't work like that also.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. So once we had the baby, it was very difficult for her. I could see her actually struggling in Bangalore. My parents had to come. They had to lock a house down in Kerala and go to Bangalore and things like that. So it was getting, it was not working out actually. So either she had to quit or I had to jump the ship. So that was the thing. So I really did not think it was right on my part to tell her to quit, given that she's having such a good career.
Right.
Yeah, and I was pretty confident. Thanks to the army training, I was pretty confident wherever I go, I'll survive.
You'll survive.
Yeah. So then that decision was taken. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, you must have been shattered." I was like, "No, I was fine." I mean, I was like, once I made up my mind, I want to retire. I was like,
So when you told your superiors, were they taken aback? Or they were
yeah.
quite shocked?
My CEO didn't agree.
Okay.
Even the few days before I was supposed to retire, he's like, "You sure you've thought about it? You've thought about it?" I was like, "Yes, sir." My parents didn't allow.
The same parents who said, army
yeah,
porn, and then they were like,
I still have a message from my dad. It was like on WhatsApp, like a huge paragraph.
Same word.
He's weighing the pros and cons of this thing. Yeah, I know you will be able to stay together, but then he started the cons. I replied, "Okay, Dad."
That's normally a very dad reply to go like, okay.
So I had made up my mind. My wife's father,
Right.
so he's a colonel. So
Oh, your wife's dad is also.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I was going to ask you, like, was your wife okay with those? And like, okay, yeah, she grew up seeing like an army dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So she was okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he also was against it. So he's fine. I mean, he retired. He's getting pension. So in a way, his life is secured. He doesn't have to depend on his kids or anything. So he wanted that also for me as well. So he's like, എന്തിനാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു 9 കൊല്ലം കൂടെ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതായിക്കൂടെ and things like that. So അച്ഛാ 9 കൊല്ലം കഴിയുമ്പോഴേക്കും ഞാൻ വയസ്സാവില്ലേ?
Right.
So I was like, made up a decision. Things. Then MBA, this thing happened. IIM Mumbai happened.
Okay.
When
you left the army and you
No,
sought
army
admission?
sends you. So
You got in through the army itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a sort of a truncated MBA.
Okay.
It's the MBA course itself, but then they'll
compress it.
condense it for 6 months.
Okay.
Okay, and they'll actually teach you. So it's up to you whether you want to learn or not. So or you want to network. So I learned for the first 2 months. Then I started networking, and the third month I got placed in Xerox.
In Xerox. Okay.
Yeah. So that happened, and then I had a very smooth transition. I retired on 13th of September, 20th of September, I started working with Xerox.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 days I got leave.
Okay. And how was your your army background and your army experience? You were there for how many years totally now?
11.
11 years. 11 years of your army experience. How do you think that has made you like a better person?
Oh, bro.
Like how has that changed you? Besides the obvious things
It's no. It was everything that, you know, it's everything. I can attribute everything to the army life. I was practically useless before army happened. I was spoiled. Now I'm trained and spoiled. So, you know, I want to tell you this incident. It was in Chennai. So Anish, Nikki and all,
Right.
this was right after my passing out. So we were in...
This was where 2013. Okay.
Yeah. So we were in Adyar.
Right.
So they came for my passing out parade.
Right.
And we came out and then that afternoon we were going for lunch.
Right.
നമ്മൾ പോയി ഭക്ഷണമൊക്കെ കഴിച്ചു ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് വാസ് അടയാർ എവിടെ ഒരു ഹോട്ടലായിരുന്നു, സം റെസ്റ്റോറൻറ്റ്. കാർ വാസ് പാർക്ക്ഡ് ഇൻ ദ സ്കോച്ചിങ് സൺ. നമ്മൾ പോയി ഭക്ഷണം എല്ലാം കഴിച്ചു വന്നു. ഐ കെയിം അനീഷിന്റെ റെഡ് ഒരു കാർ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ലേ?
Gets, yeah. That never worked. He would happily give it to me whenever I came because I knew it would never start.
Yeah, that had the problem. വന്നു, he opened the door, I opened the door. ഞാൻ ഫ്രണ്ട് പാസഞ്ചർ ഞാൻ കയറി സുഖമായിട്ടിരിക്കുക. ഞാൻ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇവന്മാരവിടെ നിൽക്കുക. What happened? എന്ത് ചൂടാണ് എങ്ങനെ കയറാനായത്? Then I realized, ശരിയാണല്ലോ, ചൂടാണ്. This was actually happened, bro. Then I realized, okay, maybe I'm training. This is what it done to me. Actually, ഇത് ശരിക്കും നടന്ന. And I am like, wow. And then ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണു, whatever I'm doing right now, the mindset that I have, it's all thanks to army. And every year or every day that I served in the army, I would have faced new challenges. And ഞാൻ തന്നെ അറിയാണ്ട് my threshold has increased.
Right.
If you ask me right now, I'm not scared of anything. Other than, you know, my loved ones falling sick. ഇപ്പം എന്നോട് ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവരുടെ പ്രോബ്ലം ഉണ്ട്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാം. ദിസ് വിൽ ബി മൈ മെൻറ്റാലിറ്റി. പണ്ടൊക്കെ പോലീസിനെ കണ്ടാൽ നമ്മൾ അയ്യോ പോലീസ് വരുന്നു, സൈഡിൽ കൂടെ പോയേക്കാം, അങ്ങനെയല്ലേ. Now somebody comes and like, yes officer, എന്താണ് പറയൂ. ആ ഒരു ഇതാണ്. And I didn't put auditions just like that. I mean that.
Right.
Other than, my loved ones falling sick, nothing affects me actually. Because I know I'll be able to find a solution.
Okay. No, because you see online, especially now, you know, Instagram, there's a whole hustle culture.
Yeah.
And you guys, you see these morning routines like get up, everybody do that, do this, you know, brush your teeth, then you know, bleach your asshole, stare at the sun, do the grind, do that, do this. I talk to a lot of these kids, and I'm like, listen, like I was just telling my cousin the other day, like there's actually a place where you can get up in the morning and do all of this. Like, why don't you join the army, man? It's like, adu pattilla.
എനിക്ക് കാർഗിൽ എത്തിയപ്പോൾ I had an incident. We were winter cut off. Okay. November ആയപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ everything stocked. We get special rations and all. Toblerone, Dairy Milk, everything directly imported from Switzerland. അങ്ങനത്തെ സാധനങ്ങൾ, സലാമി, സോസേജ് ആൻഡ് തിങ്സ് ദാറ്റ്. ഫസ്റ്റത്തെ 2 മാസം ദബാക്കി അടിച്ചു കയറ്റും. അത് കുറച്ച് കഴിയുമ്പോണ്ടല്ലോ മടുത്തു, പിന്നെ ദാൽ ചാവൽ കിട്ടിയാൽ മതി. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ദ ആക്ച്വൽ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്. നമ്മൾ ഇരിക്കുക. സോ വെദർ ഇസ് ദ മെയിൻ കൾപ്രിറ്റ്. അവിടെ ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ റൊട്ടീനെ മാറ്റിയിരുന്നു. ബിക്കോസ് ദ തിങ് ഇസ്, ഐ മീൻ ദേ ആർ സിറ്റിംഗ് റൈറ്റ് ഇൻ ഫ്രണ്ട് ഓഫ് യു ആൻഡ് രാത്രി ഫുൾ ഡ്യൂട്ടി അല്ലേ. സോ ആൻഡ് ഐ എം ന്യൂ and I wanted to make sure nothing goes wrong. So I shifted my routine. ഞാൻ രാത്രി ഉറക്കം നിർത്തി. I used to sleep at 6 in the morning. രാവിലെ 6 മണി മുതൽ ഉച്ചയ്ക്ക് ഒരു 12 മണി വരെ ഞാൻ ഉറങ്ങും. രാത്രി ഫുൾ I'll be there. I'll be roaming around. അങ്ങനെ കൂടെ കറണ്ട് ഇല്ല. We have to work on generator. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഒരു മണിക്കൂർ ജനറേറ്റർ ഓൺ ചെയ്യും. ഫുൾ ഓൺ ചെയ്ത് ജനറേറ്റർ അടിച്ചു പോകും. Again problem. So അങ്ങനെയാണ് മാനേജ് ചെയ്യുക. So I used to walk around and things like that. അങ്ങനെ I started getting to know these people. അങ്ങനെ I learned Nepali also, ഗൂർഖാലി. അവരെടുത്ത് വർത്താനം പറഞ്ഞ്. So one day I see this guy, അവിടെ there's another thing with Gorkha rifles. നമ്മൾ പേരല്ല വിളിക്കുക, നമ്പറാണ് വിളിക്കുക. ദ ആർമി നമ്പറിൽ ലാസ്റ്റുള്ള ഡിജിറ്റ്, ഇപ്പോൾ ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ്സ് 36 ഛത്തീസ്, സീനിയർ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഛത്തീസ് ഗുരുജി എന്ന് വിളിക്കും, ജൂനിയർ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഛത്തീസ്, അങ്ങനെ കേട്ടോ. സോ ഐ സീ ഛത്തീസ് ഇസ് ഡിപ്രസ്ഡ്. മിണ്ടുന്നില്ല, അടുത്ത് മിണ്ടുന്നില്ല, നോർമലിയുടെ സാബ് എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് പോകുന്നു, ഇത്ര തന്നെ. ഒരു ദിവസം നോക്കി, 2ാമത്തെ ദിവസം നോക്കി ഇങ്ങനെ വിളിച്ച് എന്തോടാ നോക്കി. അപ്പോൾ അവൻ when he got inducted, His wife was pregnant. 6 months.
Okay.
ഇപ്പോൾ 4 മാസമായി. അതിൻ്റെ മുന്നേ അവർക്കൊരു മിസ്കാരേജ് ഉണ്ടായതാ. സോ ഹി ഡസൻ നോ അവർ പ്രഗ്നൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുണ്ടോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്ന്. ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ ആണാണോ പെണ്ണാണോ അറിയില്ല. സോ ഹീസ് ഫ്രസ്ട്രേറ്റഡ് ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ്. ദർ ഇസ് നോ നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് കണക്ടിവിറ്റി. നമുക്ക് അവിടെ നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് ഇല്ല. ആൻഡ് നേപ്പാളീസ് ആർ ഓൾസോ 2 ടൈപ്സ്. ഒന്ന് ഇന്ത്യയിലുള്ള ഡൊമിസൈൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള നേപ്പാളീസ് ഉണ്ട്, ഡാർജിലിംഗ് അവിടേക്കുള്ള. ഒന്ന് പ്രോപ്പർ നേപ്പാളിലുള്ള. സോ മൈ ട്രൂപ്സ് വർ പ്രോപ്പർ നേപ്പാളീസ്. ഫോൺ വിളിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ എങ്ങനെ വിളിക്കും? ISD എവിടെ നിന്ന് എങ്ങനെ? നമുക്ക് ബേസിൽ നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് ഇല്ലല്ലോ. എന്നിട്ട് ഞാൻ ആർമി ലൈൻ ത്രൂ എൻ്റെ അഡ്ജുറ്റൻ്റ് താഴെയുള്ള ഒരു ഓഫീസറെ വിളിച്ചു. എന്നിട്ട് പുള്ളി അവിടുന്ന് വേറെ ഡൽഹിയിൽ ഒരാളെ വിളിച്ചു. എന്നിട്ട് അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇവൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ അടുത്ത വീട്ടിലൊക്കെ ഫോണൊക്കെ ഉള്ളതെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. അവിടെ അങ്ങോട്ട് വിളിച്ചു. ആൻഡ് ന്യൂസ് തിരിച്ചെത്തിയപ്പോഴേക്കും ഒരാഴ്ച കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഗോട്ട് ദ ന്യൂസ് ഹാസ് ഗോട്ട് എ ബേബി ഗേൾ. അതിനുശേഷമാണ് ഹി വാസ് ഹാപ്പി. ദെൻ ഐ റിയലൈസ്ഡ് ഇത്ര ഉള്ളൂ ലൈഫ്. ജസ്റ്റ് ഇമാജിൻ ദാറ്റ് ഗൈ ഈസ് ഫ്രസ്ട്രേറ്റഡ്. അവനെ അറിയണില്ല. ആൻഡ് വിത്ത് വാട്ട് മൈൻഡ് വിൽ ഹി ഫൈറ്റ് ഫോർ ദ കൺട്രി ഓർ വാട്ട് എവർ. So then I realized it's not about, it's about people to people thing. And just that I did ഇത്രയും അവന് ചെയ്ത് അടുത്ത ദിവസം മുതൽ he was my fan. ഞാനൊന്നും പറയുന്നതിന് മുന്നേ he'll do things. I realized it's very easy to command. Just have to touch the hearts of the people. That was like one of the things. And I still take it to, corporate also. Well, at times I get frustrated with I don't know if I should be saying this on camera. ചിലയിടത്തൊക്കെ I get frustrated and then I'm like, okay, relax. എന്നിട്ട് കുറച്ച് ഒന്ന് സ്വീറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ they do the work.
No, but good thing you should say that. Karna, I just wanted to ask you, like, the army life and this conditioning that you guys go through, like, how does it affect you guys mentally? Like, I know it's supposed to toughen you up, but like, what happens to, like, because mental health, especially like men's mental health, is kind of like a very important topic, which I think is very grossly overlooked. But like, how have you seen cases of people like breaking down mentally, where you guys have like a psychological?
We don't have designated people to take care of that, but we have course-mates who's gone through the rut with us. So the dynamics with course-mates is different.
Okay.
So if, let's say, you're my course-mate,
Right.
in front of you I'll be abusing you.
Right.
I'll say I won't give you an iota of respect. But then if somebody touches you, I'll be the first person to go wage a war against him.
Right.
So that's the kind of dynamics that course-mates have.
Okay.
So we share with course-mates whatever frustration. So if CO bullshits you one day and you're frustrated and your course-mate will go yaar is aise bol diya aise. So that is a sort of venting out that we have. Other than that, yes, I've seen people actually commit suicide. Officers who've gone through this training, this tough training, and who are supposed to be tough, they commit suicide.
Because the US, like, you keep hearing they have like veterans centers where they do
PTSD.
for PTSD victims and all that. Like, do we do?
We don't have that. We have hospitals and all. We have psychologists and all.
Right.
But I haven't seen people actually voluntarily going and telling them, meeting them.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel, I personally haven't gone through that yet. Okay, maybe I used to share things with my wife or others around. I never had that. But I think we should have that.
You have a son, right?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 4.5.
4.5. Like, any army principles which you'd like to, which you bring into like parenthood?
No, I want him to be free. I want him to be free in the sense, I don't want to impose anything on him.
Okay.
As in, strictness or anything of that sort. Because this is a life that I chose.
Right.
Right. So he'll definitely have a mind of his own.
Okay.
So I feel it won't be right on my part to tell him this thing and all.
Right.
But then somehow being born in the Special Forces unit, he's into running. Okay. I still remember there was one time in Agartala. So one of my unit boys, he came home and he's like, can I take him? I'm like, take him. So he went with him. Chocolate karke, he went with him. So he went at 4 o'clock. So it was 6:30. He still hasn't come back. So my wife called, I was in the office. My wife called me and like, see, he's not coming, he's not come back home. Can you just check where is he? So I called this boy. I'm like, where are you? I can hear him run. And he's like, this boy doesn't stop running. He's making me run everywhere. So he is into that, and even now he's into that running and sports and things like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe before we conceived him, right? So I had changed my diet and everything, and that 6-7 months we were into complete fitness and things like that. Maybe I don't know if that worked out.
No, but that you would have already been into fitness while you were in the army
Yeah, but
itself, right?
we'd quit drinking.
Okay,
all
okay,
those
like
things,
that. Okay. Dude, have you seen that Adolescent series, the Netflix series?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
About bullying? Or?
No. About the whole, like a lot of people have commented on that series, and you're also passionate about cinema.
Yeah.
So I want your opinion on that. Like as a parent, I watched it twice.
Okay.
First time I watched it, it hit me as a parent. Second time I watched it like a piece of art, like a piece of creative work. Like,
Okay.
So what do you think of it? Like,
I thought it's something that everybody should be discussing.
okay,
It's something very relevant in the society.
okay,
The first thing that came to my mind after seeing that thing was, I'm not sure if you have seen this. There's a meme that runs on internet where a guy, he comes and he shows different stages. One is an 70s guy who comes and bangs on the door and he's like, he doesn't look and goes.
yeah.
And then 80s guy, he like react a little bit. 90s guy is like, he'll give it back.
Yeah.
2000 guy,
Yeah.
And the last guy
is like just like minus as he falls.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know if people have softened over the years, or because can you picture yourself doing that?
See, I don't know. See, one thing which I felt after like long thought after watching Adolescence is like, and this also reflected to me because I have a son now. I have a daughter and a son. Like after my son was born, like so. Girls, when they enter puberty, right, like they get a lot of attention and care.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people come, like because it's
Absolutely.
periods, it's a difficult time. You're maturing as a woman, your body's going through changes and everything. So they have a support group.
Yeah.
Like the birds and the bees talk, the pad, the hygiene, everything.
Yeah,
So all the
yeah.
women in the house, the men in the house, everybody.
Yeah.
But one thing you notice for boys who enter puberty, it's like, I don't know, sit there, right? I think about it this way, bro. Like one fine day, you're like 11 years old or 10 years old, 11 years old, and you're happy playing with your GI Joe. Okay, and it's all fun and games. Then very next year, suddenly you have gained height, your face is covered in pimples and oil, your voice is gone to shit, and all you care about is boobs.
Yeah. Happens.
And you cannot understand why. And you get angry at everything. And it's a very scary feeling.
Yeah.
And it's because all of a sudden, in a span of few months, you get so much testosterone pumped into your system. When you hit puberty, right? And testosterone is a very powerful hormone.
Powerful, yeah, absolutely.
It's a very powerful hormone. And a lot of people don't realize it, right? Like wars have been fought purely based on testosterone. Most of the wars have been fought based on testosterone.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, most of the wars are purely just a dick measuring contest.
Yeah.
Right? So, and these boys don't get that attention. And I remember when I saw Adolescence, especially in that episode 3, where the sequence with the counselors going on, it's like the brilliant acting by the kid. From
it's one shot, right?
From a filmmaking point of view, it's an excellent piece of art. Like from the whole shot, the acting, everything, excellent. But in that scene, the kid snaps, like he gets angry. And it took me back to my teenage. Like I remember losing my shit over like very small things, and my mom would call me like, "Why are you so angry all the time?" She would call me like, "You're like angry young man." She was like mockingly call me Vijay because I asked her like, this guy Amitabh used to have all these movies in the 80s, and it's always his name was Vijay. The angry young man, and she would call me angry young man, and I didn't know why I was getting angry, and now I realize that anger is a response. It's a secondary emotion. It's not the primary emotion. He's not angry for no reason. A kid at that age is confused. He's scared, right? And they call like these, they're worried about incel movement and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, which 13 or 14-year-old kid isn't an incel? Like think about it. At 13, how many women are you sleeping with? You want to sleep with a lot of women. You want to hook up with women.
But
and think about it, like, and these kids, they're suddenly getting hypersexual, that they are interested in sex, they're attracted to their female classmates,
Yeah.
and these female classmates at that point are pining over these movie stars, right? And
I know.
they're,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
fault them for doing that. That's how it
Absolutely.
works, right?
Yeah,
And
that's how teenagers
yeah, that's how
are.
teenage is.
Yeah.
And at this point, this boy looks at the posters of these movie stars.
Yeah.
That's his competition.
Absolutely.
Right? He's competing with like Tiger Shroff or Hrithik Roshan or whoever it is. Like,
On juices.
yeah, and like, how can that makes no sense. But at that point, like, there's no one to tell these young kids, like, listen, it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Right? You'll be all right. There are a lot of things are going to change, and there's more time. Don't beat yourself up. And the problem is, a lot of these kids don't get that right advice, and they at that point they turn to like, who do they go turn to? They either turn to their seniors who are equally dumb,
Equally dumb.
or they turn to like this Andrew Tate and all this nonsense you find online.
Why are we even going to Andrew Tate? There's a guy in Kerala, one guy, ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ മുടിയൊക്കെ ഉള്ള ഒരു പൊട്ടൻ.
Is it that Bijam Shuklam guy?
I don't know.
This is one, this Jack
He's-
fellow
he-
with sunglasses.
Allah.
Okay.
He's got some weird hairstyle.
Okay.
And kids, 10 years, 11 years old, they follow him and they say, he's Sigma. He's Sigma. He's our role model and things like that. And I heard what he was saying. He's basically bashing women. അവൾ അങ്ങനെ ഇവൾ അങ്ങനെ, and the kind of language he uses, bro. I'm like, this is your role model.
So you heard about that incident at the global public school, right? Recently, that the boy who unalived himself. So my friend, her son is in the same batch.
Okay.
Right? So this was way before this incident exploded, like before the media caught on, right? I think like the media caught on quite late. There was almost like a 10-day gap between this happening and this coming out in the popular media. Like within that 10 days, so this friend of mine, so, and my daughter also studies in the school, same global, right? And but she's in KG. So my friend asked me like, listen, we need to urge the school to like, do some investigation and all that kind of stuff. So we're creating a parent group, a small WhatsApp group of parents, just to like go approach them. Can I put your name in it? I was like, okay, fine, because she's my friend, right? My wife also knows her, but I'm a little more active online, like on Instagram and WhatsApp. My wife is a lot less active. Anyway, so she asked me. And then I said, sure. So we created this WhatsApp group. And one thing which I noticed was, like, let's just say that group had like 20 people. Dude, I was the only father.
Okay.
Rest all were mothers. And it just got me thinking, like, why aren't dads more concerned with
about
like your kids like this issue? Like, it's okay, I get it, you're working, you're out to make money, all that kind of stuff, but I honestly feel dads really need to get involved, and especially if you are going to raise a young boy.
Young boy, absolutely.
Dude, you need to lead. My dad did a good job with that. Like, he led by example.
Yeah.
And he was like what they would call as alpha.
Yeah.
Although it's bullshit, he was also a flawed human being, I'm sure.
Shades of grey.
Yeah, shades of grey. But I think that's very important. Yeah. Like, fathers need to step up.
Absolutely. So that's primarily why I retired. Because we wanted to raise our son together.
Right.
See, I can't shy away from the responsibility that I'm a father. I can't let my wife handle everything. Right. And for some reason, this is my personal belief, I always believe sons will be more grounded when the father is around.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, even now, I can see my son taking my wife for granted, although he's more scared of her than me. But then when I say I put my foot down, he listens.
Right.
With my wife, he still tries to throw his, tantrums.
Yeah, the same thing with my daughter. So,
so
when my son's too small right now. He's not there yet.
Yeah.
But my daughter. So with my wife, it's when my wife yells at her, it's her response is almost like getting pulled over by a cop. It's like, I know I violated. Let's just read me the right. What's the fine? Like, just pay it. Let's get it over.
Yeah.
But if I yell at her, it's almost like,
oh damn!
Oh my God! Like, how could you? Like, she withdraws inwards. She gets like, so I'm very careful, like, to yell at her. Like, I do not unless it is absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I say. My wife is law and order. If my wife is out of town, it's like there's no law and order. She's just running around doing whatever. And I don't yell at her unnecessarily unless it's like a major infraction.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That happens. But yes, I really feel. I mean, I don't know. But where do we start? Is it from school? I don't know.
I mean, they say like marriages are crumbling now, and like a lot more divorces are happening, and lot less people are having kids.
Yeah.
In a way, that's good. In a way, because you shouldn't have a kid
Unless you're ready.
unless you're really ready for it.
Yeah. Same here. I believe in that
And
school of
both
thought.
people,
Yeah.
both people.
Yeah.
Like
That's why I asked you.
yeah.
I mean, how did you even have the guts to have the second? I asked you this. Remember?
Yeah.
Because we had ours after 6 years of marriage, and we were like, one is enough.
Yeah, completely understandable. So it was dude, that was a very long thought out process. It was a very long thought out process, and because we have support system over here,
Yeah.
and partly because, dude, I was an only kid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was an only kid. Even you were, right?
No, I have a sister.
You have a sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was an only kid. I wasn't a big fan. I mean, like I didn't have a bad life. I had a very good life. But I was always envious of my friends who had siblings.
Siblings, yeah.
And I was always envious of my friends who had siblings, and I wanted that for my daughter.
Yeah, true.
So God knows if they'll grow up and how that'll be like. So that is different. So what's your opinion on the whole Aurangzeb thing? The whole Maharashtrian government up in arms about.
See, I personally believe he would have been something like a grey person, right?
Okay. As is most people.
Yeah. The rest is all a narrative.
Right.
I'm pretty sure if during the UPA time, the narrative would have been different.
Right.
The NDA time, narrative is different.
Right.
But yes, the historical facts and documents, it does support that he had something like a jizya tax, where he was taxing the Hindus, but not the Muslims.
Right.
That was probably his call because he was a dictator.
Right.
And he supported his clan or whatever. I mean, we are nobody to comment on that. And yes, there were a lot of atrocities during his times. That is documented. He had demolished temples. That happened. But then there were temples that were not demolished as well. So it's 50-50, I would say. Why are they bringing it up? I feel it's politics. Because until and unless politics comes
Vote
into
bank
picture-
politics or like
Yes.
for
Who doesn't do that? Kerala government does that. Every political party does that. Case in point, this guy, Sandeep Warrior.
Okay.
6 months back, he was in BJP. When Kerala story came out, he was on every channel, and he was a spokesperson, sort of, I don't know, unofficial or
Have you
official.
seen that movie, by the way? Kerala Story?
No, I haven't seen that movie. No. He was the official spokesperson. I mean, official or unofficial spokesperson. He used to defend the party like anything. Mr. Modi was his God, sort of, and he realized after a point that this is not a good hunting ground for him. Was not getting the sort of chances that he was hoping to. He jumped ships. Now Empuran came in, the same person goes on TV, he's bashing Mr. Modi. So what does it mean? So politics is something.
Provincial gains, right? Personal gains.
It's his corporate. It's like he was in Cognizant till now.
Yeah, change company.
He just shifted to Infosys. Now he's talking for Infosys. He's getting money either ways. Now if he gets a bigger proposition from BJP, he might shift back. So this is what I feel. It's everything. People do it for their own benefits.
Right.
This is my take on that. Okay. And the biggest fools are the common man, who fight for them.
So that's what I want to get into, like the impact this is having, like this divisive politics, like, dude, like, and here's my thing. Okay, you want to hate on the Mughals? Okay, hate on the Mughals. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I feel India is carrying so much excess baggage from our time
Past.
under the Brits,
Absolutely.
especially our time under the Brits, and this entire colonial, this divisive politics which they did. We're still stuck on that.
Yeah.
We're still stuck on that, right? Like, why doesn't the BJP or any government criticize what the British government did? Like, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, the whole Hindu-Muslim, at least from what I've learned from based on what my research is, the whole division that's happened in India is mainly because of the Brits. It's what they did.
Divide and rule.
Yeah, it's divide and rule. And they were excellent at it.
Yeah.
And that textbook has been taken now by the US, it's taken by all the colonial powers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
America is like, so, and it's quite sad. And the impact this is having on the common man.
Yeah.
It's, and I feel this is one of the reasons why we are way behind China, bro. Like, honestly.
Absolutely. See, we are not rational people. We think a lot from our hearts, right?
Right.
We don't rationally see things and put a finger on, okay, this is the case, and we blindly follow politicians. It's all about, you go on internet, you see Virat Kohli fans and Rohit Sharma fans fighting with each other. Do you think Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma would even care about these people fighting? It's as simple as that.
Right.
We just politicians കയ്യിൽ നമ്മൾ ശരിക്കും പൊട്ടന്മാരാവാണ്.
Tribalism, right? Basically.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It is.
fundamentally what you realize. Like, I think modern social media also, like even the whole male-female debate.
Absolutely.
It's like all of this. It's tribalism. Like, people want to belong to some group.
Clan, yeah.
Nobody wants to be alone.
Alone,
They're scared
yeah.
of being
Yeah,
alone,
yeah.
right? Everybody wants to belong with some clan. So
Somebody,
even
yeah.
if they don't completely agree, even if they don't know, to belong to that clan, they will shit on the ideology of another clan.
Absolutely. See, my take is, you don't have to hate anybody, you don't have to like anybody. None of the politicians, you don't have to like any party, you don't have to hate any party. What you can do is, when something is put to you, some news or some piece of information, just do a research. You have ChatGPT, you have Grok, you got everything under the sun. Just see what is it. Now the movie. Now coming to this movie, Empuran.
Emperor, yeah.
It happened. It said a certain narrative. Let's for the time being agree to that. It was a narrative. Fine. But it's a movie. You don't take it as a gospel truth, right? You don't look at Jurassic Park and say, okay, this is how dinosaurs believed.
True.
It's a movie. You have every resource with you. Do a research. But why is the people not doing that? Why are they jumping on sides and then fighting?
It's easier, right?
Yeah.
It's
And
easier to just absorb a visual medium rather than to sit and comb through
That is
literature.
true. But then it's incited by politicians as well.
That's true.
Because until unless you divide somewhere, how do you get the votes next time?
Also, the clear double standard is just somebody had pointed out the other day between like how the central government stands on a movie like Empuran versus something like Kerala Story.
Yeah.
Both movies depicting Kerala or involving Kerala in some way or the other. But one was Kerala Story received, I think it received official press screening and promotion and everything. And this is a complete fiction. And that was treated almost like a documentary.
Yeah.
It was treated like a propaganda movie, like a documentary,
Story,
right?
yeah.
And this is being treated, this is basically a fictional masala movie.
Yeah. But bro, if you look at it, it's been happening for years. There was something back in 1977 or something. It was a satire against Indira Gandhi and Nehru entire family. Something called Kursi related. It was banned. They didn't let that come out. And there was a huge hue and cry about that. And look at this movie, Mexican Aparada. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
They've twisted the story 180 degree.
Right.
In that Maharaja's college,
Right.
ശരിക്കും അവിടെ ജയിച്ചത് KSU ആയിരുന്നു. It was not SFI. But if you sell it as KSU, ആ മൂവി ഹിറ്റാവില്ല. Because Kerala politics is like that.
Yeah.
അവർ നേരെ തിരിച്ചിട്ടു, SFI ജയിച്ചു, KSU തോറ്റു. I didn't know this. എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് recently somebody told me that. And I was like, ആണോ? Then I did a research, yes. It was KSU ആണ് അവിടെ ജയിച്ചത്. പക്ഷേ മൂവിയിൽ നേരെ തിരിച്ചു. So it's all a colored narrative. എവിടെയാണോ അത് ഇറങ്ങുന്നത്, and even Empuran, പുറത്തൊന്നും അത് കട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. It's the same uncensored version going on. Why?
You think that was an inside job, Emperor? The whole controversy thing.
I think it's brilliant marketing.
Brilliant marketing, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I believe that they didn't have to spend anything. The people just did
Did the job for them.
proper marketing for them, and at the end of the day, money speaks, right?
Yeah.
Who cares? ഇപ്പോൾ എത്ര ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട് അവിടെ ഇവിടെയൊക്കെ നടക്കണേ, മുന്നേ തെറ്റുകളൊക്കെ ചെയ്ത politicians itself.
Yeah, so many.
You when you see a politician, you say you say sir. That's how people forget. ഇന്ന് നടന്നത് നാളെ മറക്കും.
True.
അല്ലെങ്കിൽ why would, like I mentioned, Sandeep Varghese പോലെ ഒരാൾ, he's in a different party. Congress people will vote for him, and if he's going to be contesting elections, vote ഇതേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. You can't, they won't think, oh, അയാൾ BJP യിലായിരുന്നു. ഇല്ല, ഇപ്പോൾ he's in Congress, they will vote for him. Tomorrow if he comes back to BJP, സെയിം BJP ഇപ്പൊ തിരിച്ചു പറയുന്ന ആൾക്കാരൊക്കെ അവരും വോട്ട് ചെയ്യും.
Would you ever get into politics?
I don't know. You never know. I cannot say no. I never thought I'll get
Here
into
you are
army.
here you are on social media. How's that going? Like, how's your like? How long have you been active on like the
Since
influencer life?
No, I'm not an influencer. I just randomly put stuff because I enjoy it. Okay, I wouldn't do something that I don't enjoy. And what face I have there, and that's my face.
Right.
I don't do that morning to evening routine.
Right.
I started it as a sort of my way of giving back to society.
Okay.
Because I feel students need to know how to get into the army. They can have a career. They have, it's just not just holding a rifle and then walking around.
Right.
You have everything in the army: cybersecurity, engineers, doctors. You call it. And കേരളത്തിലെ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് അതിനെ പറ്റി അറിയില്ല, പലർക്കും അറിയില്ല, കുറേ പേർക്ക് അറിയില്ല. So charity begins at home. So that's why I went to Josh Talks Malayalam. They call me for English. I think I want to do in Malayalam.
Okay.
അപ്പം അങ്ങനെ അവിടെ ചെന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ദെൻ ഐ റിയലൈസ്ഡ് ദർ ആർ ടേക്കേഴ്സ് ഫോർ ഇറ്റ്. ബിക്കോസ് ഇതിന് കുറേ ആൾക്കാർ പൈസയൊക്കെ മേടിച്ചിട്ട് ഭയങ്കര ഇതായി ചെയ്യുന്ന ആൾക്കാരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. സോ ഐ ലൈക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഷുഡ് ബി ഫ്രീ ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ. ബിക്കോസ് യു ആർ കം ഓൺ, ഇറ്റ്സ് ഫോർ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ്. I mean, you've done your part. Now, why would you charge students for it? So അങ്ങനെയാണ് തുടങ്ങിയത്. So initially it was all about SSB, how to go about it. And a lot of people like I said, no, എല്ലാവരും വിചാരിക്കും ഫിസിക്കൽ ഭയങ്കര ഫിറ്റ്നസ് യു ആൻഡ് പീപ്പിൾ നെഗ്ലെക്ട് ദ മെന്റൽ ആസ്പെക്ട്. ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൾ മെന്റൽ. എവറിഥിങ് ഈസ് യുവർ സൈക്കി. സോ ഐ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് വിത്ത് ദാറ്റ്, പുട്ട് എ ഫ്യൂ ഫോട്ടോഗ്രാഫ്സ് ആൻഡ് തിങ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്. പിന്നെ ഇറ്റ് ജസ്റ്റ് ബ്ലൂ അപ്പ്. അപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങി. ഐ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് ടോക്കിംഗ് അബൌട്ട് ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് തിങ്സ്. പിന്നെ ഫോളോവേഴ്സ് എല്ലാം വന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ then after some, and now there are a lot of people on internet, they give lessons on SSB and all. So then I thought, okay, then let me talk about contemporary issues so that I can at least, you ask me, right, what is the lesson that I want to drive home? So I want people to think for themselves. Don't be stupid. Don't believe.
Follow the herd.
Yeah, be different. Who's stopping you? What, you scared of എന്താ പറയുക, ഒറ്റയ്ക്കാവുന്നതിൻ്റെ പേടിയാണോ? Or what, I don't know what people have in mind. And especially by people I mean young students.
Right.
Have an opinion. Believe in yourself. Believe what is right. Do a research. You don't have to believe ഒരാളത് പറയുന്ന അങ്ങനെ മറ്റേ ആൾ പറയുന്ന അങ്ങനെ. Have an opinion. I mean, വലുതായി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ what are you going to teach your kids? See, എല്ലാവരും പറയില്ലേ ഈ Gen Zs അങ്ങനെ ഇങ്ങനെ. I don't believe in that because it is going to be their world. Okay, നമ്മളെ കുറച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ
Every generation has a gripe with the next one.
Absolutely,
Every generation has a gripe with the next one.
And if somebody thinks Gen Zs are like this, so we are partly responsible for that.
Yeah.
Because probably that's what we showed them. നമ്മൾ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളൊക്കെ സൂപ്പർ, നമ്മൾ കറക്റ്റ്.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks, no? Like,
Yeah. So maybe we should tell them ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്. Nobody does that, right? നമ്മൾ we bash. So I feel this generation, they should have an opinion. They should not be, കാരണം ഈ കൺട്രി ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു, കൺട്രി അങ്ങനെ പോപ്പുലേഷൻ പ്രശ്നം, മറ്റേത് പ്രശ്നം, ഇത് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകണമെങ്കിൽ ഇവരെന്നെ വിചാരിക്കണ്ടേ?
yeah. But unfortunately, the quintessential Indian dream is to leave India. Like at any given point,
I also left. ഞാനും പോയതാ, ഞാൻ തിരിച്ചു വന്നില്ലേ.
So the middle class Indian dream is like എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് പോകണം.
അത് അവിടെ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഗ്രാസ് ഇസ് ഓൾവേസ് ഗ്രീൻ ഓൺ ദ അതർ സൈഡ്. അവിടെ ചെല്ലും പറയും how we are treated.
Yeah, although now
ഇപ്പോഴും I was talking to Siju. He's in Canada. He's frustrated. He came down.
It is quite bad.
He's like he was telling me he's socially awkward. അവനാരും സംസാരിക്കാനില്ല, വൈഫും കുട്ടികളും മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ, പുറത്താഴത്തുമില്ല. കാനഡയല്ലേ, ഐസ് എടുക്കുന്നു ഇതൊന്നു. ആൻഡ് ഇവിടെ വന്നപ്പോൾ he was very happy talking to all of us. അങ്ങനെ I think I wouldn't want to grow old like that. I want my people around.
Also, the situation in the West is changing drastically. If you think about it, because they no longer want Indians like how they did back in the day.
Absolutely.
Even if they want like really skilled individuals.
Yeah.
They don't want you just coming and living there.
Yeah. Leeching off their resources.
Yeah.
No, see, having been there and been here, I can clearly tell you, this country is not bad. I mean, at least not as bad as what social media shows you.
It shows you, right?
It's all a narrative. See, for example, if you go on YouTube today, you watch videos which are pro BJP. From tomorrow onwards, your feed will be infested with that.
Yeah, that's the algorithm. That's how it works.
And then if you go for CPM or Congress or whatever, it'll be like that. And people don't a lot of people don't realize that. അവർ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ that's the gospel
That's the
truth.
only video that's coming.
Yeah.
മൊത്തം ഇത് തന്നെയാ.
ഇതന്നെയാ. അങ്ങനെ കുറെ പേരുണ്ട്, and some educated people are also among this. So,
Yeah.
this is what if that's why I make all these videos. ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ BJP ബാഷ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ I get hate from
How
BJP
do you deal
supporters.
with that? Like the hate? How do you deal with the hate?
I laugh it off. I don't read a lot of comments.
Okay.
I don't read. I'm like, first 1 hour I'll engage with people, and if somebody is sensible, then I engage. If somebody is abusing me, I'll say, please use good language. He's abusing again, then I give it back. See, I'm a soldier after all. I'm not a saint. I'll give it back. And I understand these people are doing it for the sake of it. They don't mean it. And some of them, I don't know, fake profiles and all, they come and do it. So I've made a lot of videos on Nirmala Sitharaman, the finance minister. The things she has done good, I've said kudos. The things that I really do not think was worthwhile, I've said otherwise. I've made videos on Rahul Gandhi. I've made videos on whatever I think is right or whatever my opinion is. And I get hate from parties, either parties, even feminists, chauvinists, everything. So then I realize, okay, so I'm doing something right. At least, and then I get messages from people, thank you for saying it out loud. Because of you, my opinion has changed. So that's what I'm like, okay, great. At least even one person starts thinking that way, he's not colored by opinions, because that's what we are. At least, what is this nationalism? It's not political parties. Supporting BJP is not nationalism.
Right.
Supporting Congress is not nationalism. It's the thing that, okay, we want our country to be one of the best, good place to live. It should be that developing, it should reach that developed.
The developed.
Yeah. So that's what nationalism is. Why is, I mean, we are a democracy. That's a different thing altogether, whether democracy is good or not, because everybody's got an opinion. But yeah, we are what we are.
Yeah.
So I feel nationalism is that we need to collectively work as a group for the betterment of the country, beyond politics or religion or anything of that sort.
Right.
This is what I feel.
Any like cause which is really close to you? I mean, besides what you said, like you want to put out, help, give back to the community. Like any particular thing that is super close to you, close to your heart?
Other than this, I can't think of anything else. Maybe, yeah, I want to tell this to people. I mean, we have conscription in a lot of countries.
Right.
Korea, Israel, everywhere.
Right.
I think India should have that.
Okay.
For 1 year, not for the country or not for anything, for your personal growth.
For personal growth.
Yeah,
right?
because see, the training that you go through, it opens perspectives for you. You wouldn't even know that you're capable of doing so many things until you get to that stage. I didn't know that.
Right.
I didn't know. Even people who go for SSB,
Right.
attend those 5 days, get rejected. They come back and tell me, I think now I can do anything.
Right.
Of course, they didn't get selected, but they're like, this has changed my life. Now I know I'm capable than a lot of people, and things like that. So I think if somebody can go through that, right, for their, just like it's like a personal, enhancement sort of a course. Go there, do a training, and then maybe future the government can bring something like that.
Brings in competence.
Absolutely, because that's what we want.
That's what we want, right?
Yeah, we don't need mediocres, right? We need somebody who's confident. It's all about confidence, right? You achieve something. You go to gym, you do 20 push-ups, you're like, oh, I've achieved something.
Yeah.
It's all about that dopamine release.
Yeah, true.
And whether the world thinks you're an idiot, if you think I'm a Bond, you are a Bond. And that confidence can actually propel you. So I believe in that. That's why I make videos also. I don't care what people think about my video, but if I think, okay, it's good, then I'll keep posting.
Right.
That's a dopamine release for me. So something like that. So if people can, probably this sort of a scheme can come in, I think our generation would be. I mean, this was pertinent to the Gen Zs.
The Gen Zs.
Or
at least maybe the one after in the next couple of years
Yeah,
that can come.
yeah.
All right, bro. That was amazing. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I think we're almost pressed for time, but
Yeah.
it was really nice catching up with you and talking to you, dude. And
Likewise.
all the best on your future projects. I'll be seeing a lot more of you.
Yeah.
Something tells me this is probably not going to be the only time I'm going to see you here. You might come back on a different capacity. We'll see.
I'm going to charge you.
Cool. Good stuff, man. Really nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah.
All the
Thank
best,
you.
buddy. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.